What's good? Hey, let me know if this microphone is coming in clear. Let me know if it's clear. If it's starting to crackle or whatever, let me know if it's crackling. Let me turn this down some. Let me get this down to about 22, 23, 24. There we go. Right about here. Let me know if this thing is crackling. Let me know if it's coming in crystal clear, because if it's crackling, I got to go back out, refresh, come back in, clean it up. That way we start off this stream perfect, because I can always go back and clip it out. Whenever it crackles in the front, I can just go back in once the video's done processing, clip it out, and it starts perfectly. Pull up fully automatic. So y'all, let me know if this thing is coming in good, man. Let me know. Let me know. What up, Brad? What up? Jerry is my man. Man, it's been a great couple of days, man. A great couple, just relaxing. I haven't drove in 2 days. Since I did that big trip, I haven't drove since. I'll be like, man, I need to relax. Because like I said, I do a lot. I do so much other business and things like that. So I'm always kicking back. You know, I don't overexert myself trying to drive, 80 hours a week like a lot of these people. I don't need to drive 80 hours a week. You do it. All right, Jamil, sounds good, brother. There we go. Jamil let me know. So it's time to move forward with the agenda. Let's get it. Let's get it. My man. There you go. What up, Derek? The PAX in the building. And this morning we had, yesterday and today we had everybody out doing their PAX videos and things like that. They had their PAX photos, they had their truck, and they had their profile photos, so we can get this thing up and going. So a lot of people who this is not like Uber. You can't just download PAX, get approved, and start driving. You've got to have a profile built, because this is a platform where they actually market for you. So when somebody wants to book a ride, they go to the PAX app and they pull up your photo. Hold up, let me show you what it'll look like. Let me turn all this down some. Tone it down a little bit. So let's see if this thing is saying please wait right now. Yeah, so there's not like other apps. Other apps, when somebody logs on, they just try to get a ride and it just ping whoever's closest to them. PAX will have that ability too, but it has that upper level ability where if somebody says, I specifically want a white SUV, I specifically want a black SUV, ooh, that's the driver I want. I like his profile. Like, they can choose that driver and schedule a ride with you. There's no other app out there that can do a direct schedule. Usually what you have to do with most apps is you have to actually do a ride first. And if you do the ride, you can make that a preferred driver. You can do, I prefer that driver. I prefer that. You can do that with some of these apps. But with PAX, it's from the get-go. You could be like, hey, man, I've been shaving my head since 96. So it's like with PAX, you can go in and you can tell people, hey, I just want to start out with this driver. They may only have you the entire time they own PAX. With other apps, they might, shop around for a few drivers. You got to give them your business card. They got to start texting you to log you in and stuff like that. It's a totally different setup. That's why I tell people PAX is not in competition with any other app out there. It's totally different. If you want an app that pings, there's apps out there that'll ping. If you can't build your own business, there's apps out there for people that cannot build their own business. They just turn on the app and they sit in the parking lot and see what they can get. At the end of the day, they might get $150, $175. They may do something like that. With PAX, like, I'm going to have Jamil on in a while to talk about tomorrow's big adventure. We got a real big adventure coming up tomorrow that only people who deal with groups like us, like I said, we the 300. We've been the 300 for a long time. When you're dealing with a team, when you're dealing with a group, money will come through the group. When you're an individual or independent driver out there and you don't want to mesh with anybody, Uber and Lyft loves you because they can pit you against other drivers. They can make you fight other drivers, make you starve yourself out and do pigeon rides and all of that. When you with a team, when you with a group, a lot of shit comes down the pipe. You could just sit around, all of a sudden your phone's ringing, money's coming through the phone, deals are coming through. You're like, damn, what the hell's going on? Everybody's eating. The team eats. Team takes care of team. When you're an individual trying to challenge this whole industry by yourself, you're going to miss a lot of opportunity, especially if you drive for $4 rides all day, $7 rides, $11 rides. You're missing a lot of opportunity. I mean, the day I did my $825 ride, I did 3 rides before that. So I was already at about $160 before I did the $825. So I did the $165 doing my private ride in the morning to the Ferrari dealership. Then I did a hum ride was pinging, took that ride, got 26 off of that. Then another $30 ride, that was a Lyft Black when I got by my house. So I was already at about $160 already before the $825 ride. So I tell people, man, you can have days like that all the time. It can happen. The probability is low, but there is a probability of it happening. You can have days like that back to back. Just like I had the 825 ride. We got another big day coming up tomorrow. Tonight, I got 2 private rides tonight. Now, if I linked up a day like we got tomorrow with private rides, I mean, I'll be selling another $600-700 day in the same week. I just had a almost $1,000 day. So 2 days, you know, almost pushing me at about probably $1,700-1,800 in like 2 days. That's why I don't drive every day. And people be freaking out. You not turning on your app, bro? You better turn on your app, man. You're going to be missing rides, man. You're going to be missing rides. You better turn on your app. You better take some pigeon rides, man. You better turn. When you start selling yourself as an independent contractor and people know you're an independent contractor, you don't need the apps. Like I said, Kev's been offline. He hasn't done apps in probably about 60 days. I've probably been like 2-3 days. I haven't really turned the apps back on. I've been looking and see what the rides are looking like. Some people are driving on the apps and they're getting surges, looking good. They're in their area. Where I go, there's never surge because they just got it. My phone is geo-fenced like that. Sometimes I got to use my home Wi-Fi just to get surge. Otherwise, they won't give me surge on my house. If I'm away from my house, they put surge on my house all the time. But the moment I'm at home, I ain't getting no surge. I got to use the house Wi-Fi. So I'm familiar with how the apps operate, and I don't rely on the apps. I rely on me, my ability to sell myself and my team. That's it. I'm not out there, screwing around trying to be like, oh man, I got to make sure I kick out them 80 hours this week. Kick out them 80 hours. There's fools out there putting in 80 hours. They putting in 40, 50 hours just to get what we can get in one day. If you know how to negotiate contracts and sell yourself. You're an independent contractor. The word contract is in there. Learn how to negotiate a contract, whether it's a written contract or a spoken contract, a handshaking contract. Learn how to negotiate a contract. You're an independent contractor. The word contract's in there. You're not an independent pinger. You don't got to sit around waiting on pings all damn day. You don't got to do that. What do you do, man? I'm an independent pinger. I just wait on pings all day. When I get a ping, I'm out. No, you're an independent contractor. Learn how to negotiate contracts. This channel, we talk about it a lot. How to know your worth and sell your worth. Don't let somebody tell you what you're worth and you sit there and take it. No, you got the car keys. You got the upper hand. Why are you letting somebody tell you who to let in your car at what price? This is your car. You own it. You pay the insurance on it. You put the gas and tires on it. How are you going to sit and let somebody tell you to fix your price? But they can charge people whatever they want to charge. They can make a charge from a concert 180. They can make it 120. They can charge whatever they feel like charging, but they tell you what you could charge or what you're getting for somebody getting in your car. I don't like that deal. If you want to say, hey, Jeff, we can get this person for this much money out of the concert. Then I can say, okay, well, if that's how much y'all selling me for, can I get at least this much out of it? They don't allow that. They say, we got this person for 180. Jeff, we're going to give you, $97 out of the 180. Wait a minute, that don't sound like a good deal to me. You sold this person, you sold my car for $180 leaving the concert, but you're going to give me like $87 out of the 180? That don't sound like a good deal to me. I'm the one fighting through the traffic and everything. No, I'm not doing that. So I tell you what, I'm going to cancel the ride and I'm going to negotiate my own contract with this person and you lose out, Uber. That's why the Uber stock is doing so bad, why the Lyft stock is doing so bad right now, man. So I'm like, man, they damn right. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I was thinking about looking at the Uber and Lyft stock today anyways. Let's see something real quick. Uber stock price, because I wanted to look and see what Uber and Lyft were doing today. And Uber is up $1.80 right now. So they're up a little bit right now. Hold up, let me open up this screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Let's see. Share screen. All right, so this is the Uber stock right now, as of today. All right, let me open this up something like this for you so you can see a little bit better. There we go. So they're at 76.01. Now, in the 5-day trend, they're actually down. They're down over 5 days. But in the past day, they're sitting at 76.01. They're only up $1.80. That's it. So out of all this green you're seeing, you thinking they're really doing a whole lot? $1.80. So 2.4% is what they're up right now. Lyft, I don't know what Lyft is up. And remember, I think these is 200 million shares, I believe, something like that. I keep forgetting how many shares Uber has, how many outstanding shares they got. Let me look and see. I'm gonna look at the whole stock market in a second, but I want to keep looking at Uber and Lyft real quick. Let me look at Lyft now, but because they got that Black Friday stuff going on. So Lyft's up 32 cents per share. 32 cents per share. Lyft is up, and I think they got like about 400,000 shares. I don't know, something weird like that. 400 million shares. Yeah, I think Uber has 2 billion shares and Lyft has 400 million. That's what it is. So Lyft has 2 billion. So today, if they're up $1 something, they're probably up about $3.6 billion today. And with their 400,000, they're only up 32 cents. So they're up about $120 million today. So they're up 120 million and just value. That's it. Just value. So they're not doing incredibly amazing, only being up 2.46%. 5% jumps, 10% jumps, those are really what you're looking for. 2.46 at least is going in the up and not the down. So investors are like, ooh, we like this, unless they sold it as a short. If they shorted it, they're screwed up. So yeah, for the quarter, they're way down for the quarter, man, way down. And now let's look at the Dow Jones today. The Dow Jones today is actually up 600 points. The Dow Jones is up 600 points today. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot on my Facebook. I keep forgetting sometimes. I got to go through Facebook and do this. Wait a minute. Let me go, because I keep forgetting that I've been on Facebook all day, just kind of trolling people, just messing with them. But I totally forgot that I have to go through here and boot them up. You're like, Jeff, man, he's live, but I can't see him. Hold up for a second. Let's open this up real quick. There we go. Now we're live on Facebook. All right, now we're live. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones today. And, there's a lot of people out protesting saying, we're not buying anything. We're not buying anything today. And I told everybody, well, that's really not as intelligent as you can be, because what happens is if you're not buying anything and the value of the company kind of goes down, it makes their stocks appear at a discount. So all of these stores like Target and all these places, let's look at Target today. Let's look at, because they're saying don't shop at Target. This is what Target stock is doing today. Target stock price. Come on, thing. I hate this. Stock price today. Okay, Target stock price is actually up. And I told people it's going to be up because if you can find my comments and all of these people who are protesting, this is why I said all the stocks are going to go up, because they'll start out, they'll go down, they'll dip a little bit because all the investors are buying stocks at a discount. Nobody's out shopping at these stores today. So what that does is it makes the stock kind of go down a little bit. It's a discount. You see how high it was this morning? It was at $123, almost $124 this morning, and it dropped all the way down to $122. People started buying it like crazy. It went up again. So they kept it low, because if you can keep it low and buy it low, it was all the way down to $122 at some point. It jumped all the way up to $124. So you got $2 per share. So if you buy 1 million shares, you just made $2 million a day while everybody is boycotting Target. Investors are making $2 million. Hey, buy 1 million shares of Target. Buy 1 million shares. They bought 1 million shares at 122 and it jumped up to 124. The investor just made $2 million. So all of these black people think they winning. Yeah, we boycotting, we doing it. No, you're making the stock price go down. When you make it go down, people are buying tons of shares of stock, $2-3 million worth of stock or whatever, 2-3 million shares at a time, and it goes from $1.22 a share all the way up to $1.24 because the transactions all hit at one time. They tank it to get it as low as they can get it. This was even lower than what it started today. It got real low, and bam, everybody just bought tons of shares at one time. Hedge funds bought, everybody bought. It shot all the way up. So now Target is actually worth more today than what it even started out. It started out the day at 123. Everybody protested Target today. Target's now worth more. It's $124 a share now. So anybody who started out today with 1 million shares just made $1 million today, because if you started out at 123 today, you bought 1 million shares, you got 1 million shares at 123, your shares are now at 124. You just made $1 million, and everybody was out protesting, and you made $1 million. That's why I tell people protests don't work financially, because if you think about it, the only way it's going to work is if you go out and make money. When we protest Uber and Lyft, we go out and we drive private rides. We make money because we stay off the apps, and we go tell riders we'll decline this ride and do it for cash. The only way boycotting Target's gonna work is if you sit in a Target parking lot and you sell the shit that Target sells, but you selling it in the parking lot. Then you get the money and Target don't get the money. Instead, stockholders are getting the money because everybody's boycotting, and it's like, holy shit. It's like, man, we're sitting here thinking we're really beating these companies up and their stock prices are going up. Let's look at Walmart because everybody's boycotting Walmart today too. Let's look at Walmart. Walmart is up today. Look at them, $98. They started out the day at 97. So they're up $1 a share, $1.82, almost $2 a share. So if you bought 2 million shares of Walmart, they boycotted all day, you're richer now. All your money multiplied 1.82. So if you bought 1 million shares, you end up getting, you bought it at 96. So you went up to 2.8 million now because it went up $1.82. So you started the day with 1 million and now you're up at 2.82. So it's like you're at 1.88%. You're jumping like crazy today. Because when people boycott, it tanks the price, and it tanked the price, and everybody bought all the shares at a discount. They were buying shares at $97.18 today. They were buying shares over here at $97.25. And now shares are worth $98.61. So the boycott backfires on people who don't do what Walmart does. For us being drivers, we actually get paid to boycott because we tell people get off Uber, get off Lyft, use me. So we get the money instead. So now that we got the money now, my neighbor's calling right now. Hold on for a second. Hey, Billy, I'm on a podcast right now. Let me hit you back in about 2 hours, man. Sounds good, brother. All right. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, that's my neighbor right there. He's out at the truck right now. I'm like, you're good. You're good. Because I know when he calls, it has to be something. But that's why the dogs are barking. He's out there right now. It's like they go nuts whenever he walks around, man. Whenever he walks around, they go nuts. But I'm like, I got you, brother. I got you. So, yeah, we need to do it. And see, this is the thing, Brad. We do a Uber and Lyft mass boycott, but the way we boycott is different from how most boycotts work. When most people boycott, what they do is they just stay at home. They say, I'm boycotting. I'm staying at home. I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing zero. I'm not doing a single thing today because I'm going to boycott. Cool. It doesn't really affect anything. It helps the stock market because it makes prices cheaper for the stocks. People buy millions of stocks. When you start buying the shit tomorrow or later today, prices shoot through the roof. Everybody's cheap stocks now worth a whole lot more now. So boycotts always reverse on people. People love boycotts. It's kind of like you're giving people a break before the storm because all it's going to do is tank the stock. All rich people are going to buy as much stock as they can. The moment poor people go back to the stores again, guess what? Shoots through the roof. And I tell people, if prices are going to go low and everybody's going to be doing sales today, I'll go buy with clearance sales. You got short lines in the store because everybody boycotting. So you can no lines. You don't got to, fight people through carts and shit like that. It's all good. And the stocks are good. So everybody wins when you boycott retail like that. Now, if you boycott retail like how they did Budweiser and they say, I'm just stop buying it forever, that's different. That's not just for one day. That's forever. Nobody's buying that shit for a long time. So it's hard to do that. With Target and Walmart, a one-day boycott, that's a Wall Street stock market sale. That's all that is. Shit, man. Well, shit, buy tomorrow, you need to boycott forever. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Emmett. That's what I'm saying. You can't boycott one day and consider it a success. It's an attention grab. That's all it is, an attention grab. You've got to do private rides forever. You've got to start private rides forever. You've got to boycott Budweiser forever. You've got to boycott Target forever. One day is an attention grab. Hey, look at what we can do if we come together. I'm like, cool story, bro. That's what you say. Cool story, bro. But if you boycott and you start saying, I'm going to build my own business, instead of doing Uber and Lyft rides, boycotting for one day, I'm going to build my own business now. Go out there, get your private clients, get your business cards, get your QR codes together on the back of your seats and everything. That's how you truly boycott. That's how you truly protest. Because if you're not willing to do this for the long haul, what's a day? It's a vacation day. And 100% of the people ain't going to do it. Oh yeah, I got a link later on, Kev. I got something later. Yeah, so if you get a lot of people doing it all at once, it just gives them a break right now. But if you have them do it for a long period of time, let's say 2 years, we're going to boycott Target for 2 years. Do not shop at Target for 2 years. Instead, shop at this place for the next 2 years. That's different. One day, it's making a stock sale for everybody. The people you complain about being rich is only going to get richer with every boycott you do, because you're going to make the value dip in the middle of the day. And everybody's going to say, oh, dude, guess what? The stock's dipping. People have to really go into the system and say, we got to make sure the stock don't dip too low, because they're going to buy all the fucking stock if it get too low. So the stock is going down. People are gobbling up all of the stock. Next thing you know, end of the day, stock's worth more. You can cash out, make yourself $2 million in one day. And everybody's boycotting. I didn't buy no ice cream today. I didn't go to Target today. I ain't buy no Walmart stuff. And somebody else is sitting around like, yeah, I just got $2 million. Appreciate the boycott. Y'all helped me get the prices low enough. Shit, I couldn't afford it at that price they was talking about, but it dipped. So I bought. We good. Y'all boycotters, y'all just hooked me up with $2 million. Appreciate y'all. But you try to do it. Try to do it for a longer period of time. That's the trick right there. You just need help with making larger QR codes. Yeah, for larger QR codes, I think it's just a print function. Just expand it on a printer or something like that. Like if you got an image, like if you go into like Microsoft Paint and something's at 100%, just click 200% and it goes, whoop, it doubles the size. 300%, triples the size. That's it. That's how I do it. Whenever I want to blow something up bigger, I just go in MS Paint, go to 200%, and it blows it up bigger. Oh yeah. They're going to try to blame Trump for everything. But the fact that they're trying to blame Trump for this, and they don't even realize this is all shooting yourself in the foot, Barney Fife level shit. If you're doing boycotts, you better have a true plan, financial plan for how you're going to impact something. But I'm like, you're sitting there saying we're going to boycott today, but you should tell people, hey, y'all, we're going to boycott today. In the meantime of all of us boycotting, let's all buy a coalition of 1 million shares of all the companies that we're boycotting. If we're boycotting Target, let's all go buy 1 million shares of Target. If we're boycotting Walmart, let's all go get 1 million shares of Walmart. Let's all at least make money off of the boycott. If we're doing this and making other people rich, let's do this and make us rich. Let's not just do it and let other people get rich and we just sit at home like, yeah, I didn't buy nothing today. Well, you the idiot. You could have bought stock today. It's like you created the windfall. You created the wealth for somebody else by sitting at home and making a stock sell at a discount. You did that. You created that. And the fact that you created all this wealth for all of these people and you sit home like, we didn't buy nothing. Yeah, great boycott, everybody. But you still broke. You still don't have a retirement for you, your kids. You don't got future in stocks. You don't got investments going. You don't got nothing going for yourself. But you're sitting around bragging about sitting at home all day. And it's people out here getting rich off you boycotting because you made the stocks low. Have another plan on the back end. If we boycott, when the price hits $20 a share, everybody buy. Do some shit that Reddit, like Wall Street Bets and all these people do. Do something with the action. Don't think inaction is the real action. Inaction creates an action. Inaction creates the fact that the stocks are going to drop. Buy up all the stock of all the companies you just boycotted. But instead, black people don't think that far. They don't. I do because I'm an accountant. I got an accounting degree. I studied, finance all my life pretty much. I was 15 years old and I'm 51 now. So I've studied finance and accounting my whole life. There's a way that you can make money react to what you're doing. So for all these people boycotting, they're going to still be broke next week. They're going to be broke next month. They're going to be broke in 3 months from now. The boycott didn't do shit. It's a good attention grab. That's what it is. It's a good attention grab. But you could have said, man, I got 15 G's in the bank. I'm going to let this stock hit $20. I'm going to buy it. Guess what? Stock drops, hits $20. You buy it all. Tomorrow, that shit's going to be $24. Cash out. You just made $4 times 15,000 shares. If you bought 15,000 shares, you sitting on $60,000. You boycotted and you got 60 G's. That's how you do it. But you don't boycott and end up with nothing at the end of it. But all these people got rich off of you because you sat at home and boycotted. You made the stock sell at a discount. They all eating good now. And you still sitting there paying full price of shit on Saturday. These boycotts don't make no sense because the people who are doing it are people sit at home that don't understand finance. They just got keyboards and laptops and shit. And they print out these boycott flyers and say, we don't make everybody boycott. How about you make everybody get paid? Explain to them the back end of the boycott, the stock part. Explain that part. Well, if we sit at home doing nothing, pull out your laptop. As soon as the stock hits $18, everybody just ramp up and buy it. As soon as you buy it, the shit's going to shoot up to $22. You just made $6 a share. If you bought 1,000 shares, you made $6,000 sitting your ass at home boycotting. Instead, nothing. So I can't fuck with these boycotts, man. I can't mess with them, man. I can't mess with them. Oh yeah. So I spent $200 a day in stocks. Exactly. Denise said, hey, let them boycott. Just tell me when to buy. That's what I'm saying, Denise. That's what I'm saying. That's my girl from Facebook right there. I tell you right now, when they boycott, you let me know what stores you finna tank the value of, because those are the stocks I'm gonna buy. Because when you start buying that shit again, guess what's gonna happen to the stock value? It's gonna climb up. And after it climbs up, I'm gonna sell my stock and I'm gonna wait till you boycott again. You boycott 4 times a year. If I can make $6,000 a boycott, you boycott 4 times a year. That's $24,000 a year. In 5 years, I have $100,000 sitting there. 5 years of y'all boycotting, and I'm sitting on 100 G's of boycott money, and y'all still boycotting. Okay, keep doing it, because you ain't doing shit on the back end. At least get paid on the back end. Do it the smart way. All this attention grabbing shit, it's not. No. Just like when we boycott Uber and Lyft, when we protest Uber and Lyft, do we make money on the back end? Hell yeah, we do. I don't sit at home. I'm doing private rides all day. I'm getting paid real ways. People shuttle me $50, $100. Uber like, hey man, do this ride for 13. Nope. Do this ride for 27. Nope. I'm getting 50 off of that one, 60 off of that one, 100 off of that one. I'm boycotting y'all. I'm getting money this way. That's how you really boycott. That's how you boycott. Even Billy said, hey, AMC was fun. Picked up 5,000 shares at $4 and some change, sold at 68 per share. Oh, everybody knows how I did it. Look at that, $4 a change. That's $64 per share. $64 times 5,000 shares is what, like 30 grand or something like that? Yeah, like 30 G's. Everybody knows how I was doing. I can show you on my phone. I keep this shit in my phone to remind me of the possibilities. I say, dude, this is the potential. This is the potential right here. I ended up doing this shit a long time ago. But when I show people this, me and my son started with $2,800. $2,800 when COVID first started. $2,800. This is what we ended up getting out of that. $76,000 out of $2,800. I ended up letting it tank about 50 G's. I mean, down to about 50. And I sold. So I lost about $25,000 waiting to see if it would go up. I lost about 25 grand of value. I didn't lose 25 grand. I lost about 25 grand of value. We started with $2,800. And he gave me 300. My son gave me 300. I gave him 3,000 back. That's where we started. And I tell folks, learn how to play the stock market. Learn how to play the stock market. When it kept going down, it hit about 50 G's, I was like, okay, I'm selling. So I sold all my shit at 50 G's. Remember, I started at 2,800. So with the 50 G's, what did I do? Oh shit. I fucking paid off my Jeep, kept hooking it up with a supercharger on it, went out, bought a fucking Beamer, paid off a lot of, man, I had fun with that money. So if you gonna sit up there and boycott and do some shit, at least go play the stock market with it. The fuck? And this is what's funny right here. I totally forgot about this day here. This is where I was looking at how much I was actually gaining. I was like, what is my gain? Because I couldn't tell what my gain was that day. Where is this thing at? It's in here somewhere. Oh, that wasn't it. Nope, it's up here. No, it's in here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right here. It said cryptocurrency, Doge. I was up $64,000. That went up under cryptocurrency. I was up $64,000 at one point. I was up 64 G's. End up cashing out when I was only up 50 G's. But still, if you gonna boycott, if you gonna do shit, jump your ass on the stock market. Jump on the stock market and do that shit. Don't sit around and sit at home and do nothing. Open up your computer, open up your brain. Think, how can I get paid out of all this shit going on? How can I get paid? Think about it. This is what I do all day. I create money. And for the people out there that's on Team 300 in here in Phoenix who actually did what we said do, and this is, I'm going to tell you this. If you did what we said do, you on the 300. If you got a phone call over the past day, starting this morning, if you got a phone call the past day, I'm going to bring him back on. If you got then you already know what I'm talking about. Jamil know what I'm talking about. Anybody who got that phone call in the past day about what we got to do tomorrow, there was only, I got the phone call. I didn't start it. If you're a part of the 300 and we this is how we move, you know already. You're getting $500 tomorrow. You're getting $500 tomorrow because you've been on this channel. If you got the phone call this morning, I got the phone call this morning. I didn't make the phone call. I got the phone call. If you've been on this channel, you got a phone call this morning. You getting $500 tomorrow for about 3 hours worth of work. You getting $500 tomorrow, Saturday, for about 3 hours worth of work. If you got the phone call this morning, I got the phone call this morning. I'm telling y'all, this is about money around here, man. We don't play. We don't play. So I tell people all the time, it's like, hey, if you come on my channel, you're looking for entertainment, you might be a little entertained. You might laugh and joke and have fun and shit. But this is about money. I save people money by showing y'all how to do repairs. I show people how to make money by doing business because I'm a businessman with an accountant. I've always done business. When my phone rings, it better be business. If it's bullshit, I usually don't answer it. If anybody out there knows me, I'm not a mean person. I've been this way my whole life. I talk on speakerphone all the time because I don't like having the phone up to my head like this. So I sit my phone down and handle my conversations. And I don't have a lot of conversations. I rarely talk on my phone because it has to be about money. I don't like tying my time up with shit that's not money related. So I have fun on social media where everybody met me. I have fun on TikTok. I have fun on YouTube. I have fun on Facebook. This is where I have my fun. If you met me here and you talk to me here, this is where we greet. This is where we meet and greet. My phone, I never talk on it. People call me tons of people got my phone number. I never answer it because there's money coming down the pipe. I got a big deal I'm sitting on right now. I got a huge deal I'm sitting. And I think Jamil, he knows about the deal because I told him about it. Oh yeah, Kevin. Well, everybody has to have a black SUV. I forgot that part because apparently it was a request for black SUVs. It was a $5,000 request for SUVs. A $5,000 request for SUVs. 10 of us got phone calls for a $5,000 request. Somebody was willing to pay 5 G's. Now, remember the other day, I took people down to Tucson. They was willing to pay $8,000 for an airplane. They was like, they were about to pay $8,000 for a flight. They didn't pay for the flight because everybody wouldn't have been ready yet. There was too much shit going on. They couldn't. I'm telling you, there's people that we deal with. If you're on this channel, then you know we deal with people that got enough money to make this shit really pop. People that really make it happen. So they didn't take the $8,000 flight. Instead, they paid me to take them down there and back. And they paid me very well. I must have drove 230 miles total. 230 miles, made $825. Most of my time was spent eating dinner with them. I ate dinner with them. I hung out at Circle K. I hung out at some other little lot while I wiped my car down before I went back to pick them up at Walgreens. Before I went and picked them back up. Brought them back. It was a done deal. It was easy. It was easy. But if you're on this channel, this is about money. I don't really entertain people with, watch me do the cheapest rides I could find in the market. Watch me take 100% of the rides coming down the pipe. Watch me. No, I've never been that way. I've never been that way. There's 9 other people that watch this channel. 9 people out there that watch this channel with black SUVs that's about to get $500 just for watching this channel. I got the phone call this morning. I'm telling people, when you at the barbecue, it's no telling what's going to pop off. No telling what's going to pop off. But one thing that's not going to happen is you ain't going to be no pigeon when you walk up out of here. We run a tight ship around here. We run a money ship. I'm trying to see everybody get paid. We all trying to see everybody get paid. If I could work out this bigger deal that I'm trying to work on, this massive deal, oh, shit. I don't even know, man. I shouldn't even mention it because I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to. Now, I did a deal during waste management where in 1 week, I ended up with 15 grand in that week because I ended up with about 13, 14 because I drove on the apps, made about $1,400 on the apps. I mean, yeah, about $1,400 on the apps just for the few days. But there was a $10,000 deal that I struck. $10,000 deal. Everybody was like, holy shit, that's crazy. I got a bigger deal than that coming up. That makes this deal look like, I got a big deal coming up because I'm telling you, if you watch this channel, I put my plays on this channel for everybody. When I was buying crypto, when I was doing shit back in crypto, I put those plays on my channel and everybody was like, well, that's fucked up. You know, this and that and that's blah, blah, blah. They was like, but then when they saw me cash all that fucking money, they try to jump. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late now because everybody know about it. When I tell you to play up front, I tell you to play up front. When I tell you to go get the clients, go get the clients. When I say make this move and you make that move, we all end up in the same spot. But see, the thing is, some people, you make the move and they don't follow you. They want to see what's going to happen to you. My shit shot up to a profit of $64,000. So I'm sitting on $64,000 of profit, 64 G's of profit I'm sitting on. And everybody wants to say, okay, I want in now. It's fucking too late now. The money's been made. It's too late. It's like shit. So what do? I cash my shit out and I make my next play. So now I do something else. And when we started the private rides, we started the channel, we started all this. Now we're on our next place. So now that we're on the next place, there's a lot of people that are slow to it. They're slow to it. What up, Pop? And they're like, well, I want to get in now. You've been talking about private rides and getting business licenses before I even had the Beamer. Almost 3 years ago, I was only driving the Jeep because my business cards only had the Jeep on it. So I'm out driving the Jeep, and that's all I'm driving is the Jeep. And I'm telling people online, make sure you get private clients, make sure you get business cards, make sure you market yourself. And they were all like, you're going to get deactivated by doing that. You can't do your own business. You got to drive Uber and Lyft. You're going to get deactivated if you do that. That's what people were saying 3 years ago. I still haven't been deactivated yet. Well, somebody got me deactivated, but I got back on. So for the past 3 years of me doing what I do to make this money, the way I make this money, making moves the way I make it, these people have still been sitting around the whole time. You're going to get deactivated. Stop telling people that. You're going to get deactivated, which is almost on my list right now. I'm coming to my list right now. So I've just told people how I make money. I've shared my methods on how I make money, my logic. I've shared my logic on even how I do stocks and everything. I've shared it all because I don't hold nothing back. I told you, I ain't no real secrets over here. Like, it's cool. It's cool. So to my list, this one person was saying that I was like, they said something about, I'm not an influencer. I said, Jeff, you're not an influencer. You're not an influencer. I said, no, I'm not an influencer. I don't think I'm an influencer. I'm a podcaster. That's different than an influencer. I'm just a podcaster. And they'll say, yeah, because an influencer, they said they influence people to make certain choices. Jeff, you're not an influencer. You're just a YouTuber. You're not an influencer. You don't influence people to make a choice. I was like, I don't think I'm an influencer. I really don't think so. People make choices they want to make. I just put my life out there and show people how I make moves out there. I don't influence people to make a move. I don't influence people to start private businesses. I don't influence people to go get business cards. I don't influence people to talk to people to be clients to say I'm not getting paid. I don't influence people to do none of that. I'm not an influencer. Just like you said, that motherfucker sat there like, well, influence is different. No, but you just said I wasn't an influencer. I'm a podcaster, right? I'm a YouTuber, right? That's what you're saying. And I'm going to use your words to make you think of what you just told me. Jeff, you ain't no influencer. You ain't no you don't influence nobody to do nothing. You ain't no influencer. I say, you right. I don't. I just do business cards. That's it. I just do, private clients. I just get off the apps. I ain't no influencer. Yeah, you ain't no but a podcast. You ain't no but a YouTuber. You ain't no influencer. You right. You right. I said, because an influencer influences people. I use all the shit he was saying, everything he was saying against him. You're right. I'm not an influencer. This is what I do. Ask anybody out there, have I influenced them? That motherfucker just kind of sat there looking stupid as a motherfucker. Because haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate. I let people call me whatever they want to call me. I'm notorious for that. If you want to say you ain't nobody YouTuber podcaster, cool. You ain't no influencer, cool. Because they looking for a fight. They looking for a fight. They looking to argue with somebody. I'm like, you really want to argue with me? Because I'm going to use everything you say so you can hear yourself speak. I'm using everything you say so you can hear yourself speak, and I'm going to lay it on the table and see what you say then. Why you sitting there? You ain't no influencer. I said, no, I don't influence somebody to do nothing. Because to influence somebody to do something would mean I would be helping them make a decision or a choice, like which way to go with something. I'd help them make, I don't do that. I don't do that, do I? I don't do that. Please, let these haters hate, man. And I told him, it's like, if I was one of those people that wanted to see other people suffer, I wouldn't tell anybody about any moves I'm making. I would leave all the detail out. So I would leave details out and watch other people make moves. And I would always say, oh, well, my moves are better than yours. I'm doing better than you. My moves are better than yours. Well, what kind of moves you make? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about my moves. Just know that my moves are better than you. I'm making more than you. I'm doing better than you. And I'm like, nah, I don't do that to people. I don't do that to people. So Jeff, you're an Uber driver. I know for real. Hey, Pain Wiz, I've got that. I don't know how many times. You ain't nothing but an Uber employee. Uber's your boss. Uber tells you what to do. So Uber tells me to go out and get clients. Uber tells me to give out my business card. Uber's telling, because Uber's my boss, and bosses tell you what to do. So Uber apparently is the creating me to do all of these functions. Uber's, we're all just employees. We're staff of Uber. We can't go outside of what Uber says to do. This is what these people say. I laugh at them. I be in comments laughing because these are the people who 3 years ago, when I told everybody we need to start going in this direction. 3 years ago, when I was showing, when I only had the Jeep, we need to start going in this direction. They were telling everybody, don't go in that direction. So I'm 3 years deep in that direction. Now I got 3 cars outside. I got the Jeep, the Beamer, and the truck outside. I got everything moving right. We got new apps jumping. We got money coming in. We got deals dropping left and right. And these people from 3 years ago still saying, you gonna get people deactivated. But I'm not an influencer. I don't influence nothing. What do you mean? People are making their own decisions, their own choices. I'm not an influencer. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a podcaster. I'm not an influencer. So you can't have it both ways. You can't just say, oh, you ain't nobody a YouTuber. You ain't nobody, ain't nobody listening to you. Ain't nobody listening to you. Cool. If that's what you think, I mean, that's what you think. I'm not going to sit and fight with you and argue with you. I'm just telling you what the facts is. The facts is we all out here getting money. There's people watching this channel. There's people getting phone calls. It's moves being made. When people are calling you, Uber ain't calling you, Lyft ain't calling you. When you getting phone calls saying, hey, 500, can you help us out for 500? I can help you out. Bet. Welcome to the 300. That's it. This is what it is. This is what it is. Thank you, Pain Wiz. Run the likes, people. Run the likes. And that's how Jamil said, I started my private company over 5 years ago. Nobody had a clue except Jeff and myself. We started opening everybody's eyes, trying to influence them. And these are the facts. Real shit. And like I said, even when I first joined Uber in October, November of 2019, people would ask me all the time, do you do rides in this Jeep? I'm like, yeah, I can. My first private ride ever in my Jeep was 2020. And 2020, when I took these guys from Scottsdale up to Lincoln Road, and it was like, hey, they had all this, and his name, one guy, Frank Bronco, he's still on my Instagram right now. And they were like, yeah, we just want to go up to the mountains because we got these expensive cameras and we want to, shoot the stars and everything like that. So I picked him up. And we actually posted stuff on Instagram. And I showed people on Instagram who I took up there, and the pictures we had, those pictures look Photoshopped. They were so damn beautiful with them cameras. They had the Milky Way galaxy in them, all the millions of stars in the sky. But I was the one in the Jeep that got us to the top of the mountain to be able to do that. And he was like, oh man, I got a Bronco. His name's Frank Bronco. At the time, he didn't have the Bronco, but he was like, oh man, I'm gonna go buy me a Bronco, man. I'm gonna buy me a Bronco, bro. He went and bought one. And now he does the photography and videography and stuff. Crazy. I'm like, man, thank you, Big Horn Kev. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Have a good week. Please keep influencing me. I ain't no influencer. That's what they told me, Kev. You ain't no influencer. You don't nobody listen to you. You ain't no influencer. You ain't nobody YouTube. You ain't nobody podcast. You an Uber driver. Ain't nobody listen to you. You ain't no. I said, okay. Because if that's what you think, then what you in my face for? Shit, go talk to somebody else. What you in my face for? Because I only do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. At the end, they ain't have shit to say. It's like whatever. But yeah, but Frank Bronco and I think I even showed some of his videos one time. His shit is like, he's got drones, crazy shit now. Dude, his whole videography shit went through the roof since that day. But that's how long we've been doing private rides. And we've been telling people to go out and get this done. And people sitting there looking at us sideways like, well, you're going to get everybody deactivated. People listening to you. They ain't going to be able to, they going to get deactivated. They ain't going to be on the apps. They going to lose their ability to make money. The only way to lose your ability to make money in rideshare and ride service is to just stop driving. That's it. If you stop driving, you ain't making no money. You don't need the apps to make money. All you need is a car. You need some insurance. You need a sales pitch. You're on the road. You need to register your car. That's all you really need. Car registration. And you on the road. You on the road. Hey, Roxy, my girl was up, says, y'all sure helped me. Call it a blessing. And Roxy, she took this. She's like, Kev, man, they took the word and they ran with it. It was like, wait a minute. So you saying that we're independent contractors, right? Yeah. So we can independently contract with anybody. Yeah, you don't exclusively work for Uber. You don't exclusively work for Lyft. You're an independent contractor. Oh, say less. That's all I need to know. Say less. And those two right there, man, they took off with it. They ran with it. It was like, I remember, like I said, Bighorn Kev, he was one of the OGs back in the day, 300. He was like, listen, if I'm out driving and I want to convert somebody, I'm going to charge less. He went from charging less to realizing what his worth was and charging market value. And now that his market value is so high, they're even tipping him on top of market value now. This is how it all 3 years ago, though. All of these people on my channel, y'all gonna get deactivated. Y'all need to quit doing this. Y'all listen to this fool. Y'all gonna be deactivated. We 5 years deep, making a ton of money, starting teams, coalitions. We have moved so far away from the mentality of the apps, the mentality of these pigeons that will say, because if 3 years ago, if I would have listened to them 3 years ago, I'd be teaching you how to use Uber better, how to use Lyft better. I'd be sitting around like, okay, when you first open your app, you'll see the 3 dots at the top. Make sure you select. I don't talk about them apps. I ain't got time for them apps. We all know what it is. I'll show y'all. Look, the surge is changing. The surge is not here. All of us got different surge. All of us got different routes. I show y'all everything. And from that, you make a decision. Do I want to leave my life in the hands of Uber and Lyft? Do I want to do that? Thank you, my man, Myron. So people believe in being intelligent means they can't be incompetent. And that's not the case. Real shit, Myron, man. Real shit, Myron. People believe in being intelligent means you can't be incompetent. Trust me, you can be incompetent and fire for incompetency. You can have a job for 5 years and fire for incompetency. So don't think just because I know. You got to do something with that intelligence. It's called comprehension and utilization. If you don't take your utilization rates and your comprehension rates and apply that to your knowledge, you're a smart person that's incompetent. That's what you become, a smart person that's incompetent. You got good grades, but you don't know how to use it. Like Morpheus said, it's the difference between knowing the path and walking the path. There's a level where you got to start walking that path. That's what competence is. Competency is walking that path. You got to have it. And some people just don't have it. They got degrees, smart, this and that, but they have very low competency rates. They have no idea what they're doing with all that. It's like giving somebody a driver's license. You got a driver's license, but I'm gonna drop a 1,000 horsepower car in front of you. This is the first car you're ever gonna drive. You wouldn't know how to use all of that. You'd be incompetent. You've got a license, but you're incompetent. Sometimes you got to know how to utilize it. Utilization rate, comprehension rate, understand what horsepower means, front wheel drive, all wheel drive, rear wheel drive. Understand if it's a manual, is it automatic. It's a lot going on into that. And once you start figuring things out, you become more competent. You got the knowledge, but you don't have the competency yet. You might have the degree. You don't have the competency yet. It's a lot you got to do, man. Greg said, damn, I was 20 minutes behind. We in there. What up, Jess? What up, Jess? I know Myron says, hey, I have 17 degrees, but I'm broke. And you got a lot of people out there. This is what kills me. We always tell people, if you got the first thing, the key to, getting out into the real world is to at least get your GED or your high school diploma. That's the first keys in getting out. There's a lot of people I know with GEDs and high school diplomas that are still completely incompetent. I don't know how they made it this far in life, because some of the basic stuff, some of the most common sense shit out there, they're flopping on. And it's like, how did you even make it out of high school? I mean, they should have a common sense test out of every high school, give you a bunch of common sense shit. Like, hey, there's a car coming down the road at 50 miles an hour. You step out into the street. What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to get hit. Okay, you got that right. All right, that's right. Common sense. You got that right. All right, you got this going on. I mean, just basic, because people out here are doing the most stupidest thing you can think of. And it's like, do you even have common sense? It's like, we need to have a common sense test to see who can really make it in the real world, because all these grades sometimes don't mean nothing. Man, don't mean nothing. All these grades and all these degrees don't mean nothing if you don't got common sense. Competency is common sense. That's all it is. All it is. And it's like that in rideshare. If I keep taking a bunch of rides that pay me $3 and $4, I'm going to become a millionaire one day because my AR is high. Your AR just means the higher it is, the stupider you are. That's the way the algorithm sees it. I got a high AR, so I'm doing amazing. I tell you, the lower the AR you got, the more analytical you are. The more analytical you are, the more intelligent you are, because you're analyzing things. If you're analyzing things, you're going to become more profitable than somebody with a high-ass AR. And of course, they're going to come to my channel and say, he going to get y'all deactivated talking like that. Y'all better start taking these rides. Y'all better take these rides. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're independent contractors. We have a right to analyze. We're going to analyze this. But man. But no, so what are we damn, it's almost an hour passed by. I feel like I've been on this thing for 15 minutes. We done covered a lot in an hour. Shit, it feels like 15 minutes. We already talked about, Black Friday or whatever they call this day. And what I'm gonna call it is Black Friday, black with an ED on it, because people getting blackballed right now. It's like, man, my AR is mini size. I know it. Just do $200, $5 rides all week. Simple. That's it. And you can do 200 rides, because if every 7 days, if you do 30, you can do 30 rides a day at $5 a piece. You just made $1,000. My heart is stupid. That's true. This is how them pigeons think, though. They sitting around going, man, $5 is not that bad. They out there for 12 hours doing $5 rides, $4 rides, $3 rides. Ain't nobody getting in my car for no $3. I'm like, no, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Like, if you get in my car, I might let you get in for 15. 15, you know, if it's like 2-3 miles, $15 is cool. I mean, I ain't gonna gouge you for that. $15. But if you get in my car for $4-5, it makes all my clients look whack. Cause it's like, Jeff, you get people rides for $4. You get people rides for $8. Yeah, we paying you $100, and you telling me for $4 I can get in your car? Hey, my clients will look at me sideways like, no, doubt it. Try walking onto a car lot. You can walk onto a Chevy lot with $5,000 down and get you a Chevy. You walk into a Rolls Royce lot with $5,000. They gonna like, what are you here to buy, some floor mats? Like, what are you here for? You want to buy some Rolls Royce floor mats? Or is your Rolls Royce floor mats, like, are they wet or something like that? We can clean them for you. Well, I ain't got no Rolls Royce. I was coming here to buy one. You got $5,000. It's like, okay. It's like, we're going to take you across the street to the Chevy dealership. Now, I bet they got some 2011s over there. They're trying to get rid of them. It's like, you don't need to be over here. Shit, no. Even a 1980 Rolls Royce, you can't get it for $5,000 down. We cool on that. And that's how you got to view yourself. You're a certain level of service beyond what Uber and Lyft is providing. Because like I said, Uber and Lyft don't pay people a lot of money. They just don't. So there's people out there who are going to gravitate to that because it's easy to do. To sit around and wait on pings is super easy to do, but that makes you a super pigeon. So if you sit around and you're conducting business, you're telling people how to get private rides, how to pass business cards, this and that. If that's what you're into, you're elevating yourself into another realm of ride service. You're not just doing ride share, you're elevating yourself. What do you say? An analysis of ride service. Exactly. So you're going to another level. So you can't sit there and be like, oh yeah, you can't be on the private ride level, doing private ride, making private ride money, then start dipping your toes back down into the pigeon world. Once you out of the pigeon world, you got to stay out of it. You got to stay out of it because it's going to suck you back in. And while you out doing pigeon rides, $2, $3 pigeon rides, look, you're going to miss a $100 ride. Tonight, like I said, I got 2 privates to pick up from the airport. Do you think I'm going to be running my apps? No. Well, I'm going to run my app for $16, get a flat tire or something like that, getting a $16 ride. And next thing you know, I'm missing an $80, $90 ride for the same exact distance. I'm doing $16 for 16 miles, or can I do $70 for 16 miles? I'm going to do the 70 for 16 miles. Once you do that, you learn to park your car and don't mess with these people no more. That's what you learn. And a lot of people out there, they keep messing up, man. They keep messing up. Oh, yeah, movies today. I haven't been able to replace my car's brake for 50,000 miles. They grinding hard. And brakes only cost like $30 a set. Go to AutoZone, $30 a set, man. Shit, get you a set of brakes and you good to go. You good to go. But yeah, it's 4:30. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna see if the Lyft rate changes, Lyft stock price. Let me see if the change. Nope, it's still the same. So yeah, because I think it's probably about to end here. Well, they're already over right now. Yeah, so they're done for the day right now, according to the stock market. They're done. But for everybody out there who's boycotting, it's 4:30 p.m. in Arizona. If you out there boycotting, give yourself a pat on the back for helping rich people stay rich. I mean, you did it. You get be like Joe Biden. I did that. Like, exactly. Put that sticker right up. I did that. Like, jeez. What's up, Lisa? She said, I finally see you live. Hey, we've been grinding. It's been, last time I think I did a live was about the 23rd. So about 5 days ago. So I knew I was going to have to come online and get a live on the last day of the month. I always do a last day of the month live just because we got to cover everything of what happened this past month. And it's been a great month. Started out easy with the waste management. We had, a lot of February stuff going on. Spring break is coming up now. Man. But you're out of the pigeon world. Regular popcorn doesn't do it anymore. Oh yeah. That's what it is. So, oh yeah, we all been busy. I'm new to this. What's the phone call? If you didn't get it, you didn't get it. You didn't get the phone call this morning, you probably don't got a black SUV. But yeah, we got night games on the west side today. Oh yeah. And see, that's the thing. I told everybody right after Waste Management, I said, rest up a little bit, rest up. Because once it starts hitting and these rides start coming through and all this life start coming through, you got to be well rested. You don't want to be sick and end up missing, deals with your clients. You don't want to be sick and miss like good money out there, stuff like that. Luckily, I've been healthy. I've been taking naps frequently, sleeping good all night, waking up cool. Man, I'm ready to make money. That's the only way I was able to do that big ride the other day. Because I got up early in the morning to do my Ferrari client. So when I got him out the way, that's my man Jeff there, got him out the way. Did another couple. I had to come home because I'm like, I got a big ride to do tonight. I can't be out here all day. You got to save your energy. Like, man, I was putting pads on every 5 months and oil every 5 weeks. You're happy with the Tesla. Damn, Roxy, you riding. If you're doing pads and oil that much, yeah, you on that road a lot. I probably do pads maybe once every year and a half, probably. If that, I don't know. Like I said, I already did my front pads on the Expedition. I want to do my rears like within the next few months. What up, Serious Black Thought? Ooh, let's look at Amazon stock because I think everybody said it was boycotting Amazon today too. Let me see something. Amazon stock price today. Woo! Let's let the boycotters see what they did with Amazon today. So all you boycotters out there, this goes out to you out there making moves in the real world. They went up $3.22 a share, 1.54%, because this is how they started out the day. They started out the day at $208. $208 is what Amazon started out, and they're at $311. So if you made what, $208.75. So you made $3 a share today. If you bought a million shares, you just made $1 million. Because when the boycott started, it dropped all the way to 207. You could have bought at 207, made $4 a share today. You could have bought at 207 here. You could have bought at 207 here. So there's 1, 2, 3 points where you could have made an extra $1 million a day. You could have made an extra million right here. You could have made an extra million right here and an extra million right here. So all you boycotters out there, you just help the economy in ways you don't even know. Because I told y'all in so many of my comments, boycotting is not the way. I said, all you're going to do is make the stock sell at a discount. Look, these are all discount prices all day today. They went down, discount. They went up where people was getting some more money. It was probably selling off, tanked again down here. Okay, let's do it again. They tanked again here. Okay, at the end of the day, we're sitting at 211. Well, it says 212.28 right now. So if you had 1 million shares, you're up $4 million thanks to the boycott today. So all you boycotters out there, understand what you're doing. You are shooting yourself in the foot. You're Barney Fifing it. If you are not buying stock on the back end, it'd be one thing if people say, hey, let's boycott. But at the same time we boycott, let's buy at each one of these dips here. Let's go in, everybody go buy 1,000 shares each time, And at the end of the day, we should have 3,000 shares and we'll have $9,000 more because we started at, 208, let's say 207, and we ended at 212. That's $5. If you buy 3 times 5, that's $15,000. Because you just got, you bought 1,000 shares here, 1,000 shares here, 1,000 shares here, 3,000 shares. If 3,000 shares jump $5 by the end of the day, you just made $15,000 while you were boycotting. You made 15 grand while you were boycotting. Ask anybody out there who supported the boycott, how much did you invest today? While you were boycotting, how much did you invest? Ask them. You see them on all the posts out there. Just ask them, hey, how much money did you invest today during the boycott? I ain't invest no money. I ain't spend nothing. Okay. Now you know their IQ level is kind of low. How much money did you invest today? I ain't invest nothing. I ain't spend no money today. I ain't spending money on nothing. Well, some people are spending money on stocks. And if they bought at 207 and it's sitting at 212 right now, they made $5 a share. If they bought 1 million shares, they just got $5 million while you wasn't buying toothpaste and while you wasn't buying rubbing alcohol and while you didn't buy no corn on the cob for dinner and shit. Somebody just made $5 million today while you not buying nothing. Understand, man. Understand what that boycott is, man. Oh yeah, let me look at Walmart. Let's go on Walmart. Let's say Walmart. Bam, they even went up today. Check that out. $98. They started the day at $97.86 and they ended at 90. So they went up $1.82. So Walmart went the same amount that Uber went up today. 1.88%, $1.82. So you could have bought it as low today, as low as $97.18. So 97.18, it was low, and it was low over here. I think it was another 97.25. It was low, and it was 97.41. So no matter what, you would have made about $1.50 to $1, maybe 70. Yeah, about $1.50 a share. So if you make $1.50 a share and you're buying 1 million shares, that's $1.5 million you just made today. If you bought at $97. If you bought at 97 and everybody boycotted Walmart, you are now $1.5 million richer thanks to the boycott today. I'm telling you, man, people just, they don't think it through, man. They don't think it through. And I was trying to explain it to them from an accounting aspect in certain posts, and everybody was like laughing at me and telling me to get off the post. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to educate the hood. I know the hood does not like education. We like fucking nice belts. We like Louis Vuitton and Chanel, and we like Jordans. Education is not one thing we like. So when I was on all these posts trying to explain to them what the boycott was really doing, they was booting me out. And we don't want you in here with that bullshit. We want to boycott. Yeah, we want to boycott. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear that. We want to hear the boycott is going to work. Well, it is working for some people, just not for y'all. It's like, y'all sit at home. Y'all not doing shit. So the boycott's working for somebody. It's just not working for y'all. Think about it. Everybody's getting richer. Every company that they boycotted, stock prices dipped all the way down today during the boycott. And it shot up at the end because everybody's buying stocks at a discount all day. Every single company they boycotted had stock gains today. Every single one. Not a single one went down because they went down in the morning because they had to get discounts going. Once discounts dipped, what happened? Everybody started buying stock. All major hedge funds, all major investments. It's like, bro, we wanted to have some money, right? Yeah. Well, we know Walmart is a $99 a share company. It's all the way down here at 97. Bro, that's like $2 a share. That's $2 a share. Man, what if we buy 10 million shares? That's $20 million we can make today. We can make $20 million today. Let's do it. I need 10 million shares of Walmart today. Buy 10 million at 97.35. I just bought 10 million at 97.18. I bought 10 million shares at 97.18. I'm at 18.98. All right, cool. You just made $10 in a matter of, what time was this? 11:30 to like 3:30. Yeah, 3:50. So you just made like $11 million. You just made $11 million that quick. And everybody's sitting there like, yeah, the protests work. The protests work. I'm like, bro, hedge funds is eating this shit up. All these pensions and everybody's eating this shit up. World stock markets all over the world. Everybody all over the world. They're sitting around like, bro, it's going to be a boycott. You know what that means? Stock's going to go on discount. Oh, yeah, algorithms on fire. And this is the thing about the algorithm. The algorithm sees the stock prices dipping. They see the stock, and the algorithm goes, when it hits this point, that's when you do your trade. Because they're selling shorts. So they're shorting it. They're going down, selling shorts, and then they purchase. They're making money up and down. And that, well, thank you, Big Orange Kid, my brother. Say that's just a lot of people don't want to invest in their private ride business as home or to use packs. Business cards are becoming a member of this channel because they want to be free slaves to the apps. Exactly. And I know a lot of people, like, especially what Kev said, like a lot of people will say, well, why would we invest and support a YouTube channel? Why would we do that? Because if you don't support a channel, the channel disappears. I was off of Facebook for 2 years. I was off of Facebook for over 2 years because I didn't get support on Facebook, not from the people, but from support from Facebook itself. They were shadow banning my content. My content wasn't being viewed. They were freezing my account because I was saying too much truth and too many facts. When you don't support a form of social media, that social media disappears. If this channel doesn't get any support, this channel disappears because y'all already know I could be out in the streets making money. I appreciate the fact that Kev notices and he, gives me a super chat because he knows, man, Jeff is giving up his time right now, man. He's giving up his time to sit here and educate and inspire and motivate and show people the truth behind what we're doing. I'm not putting no cap out there for y'all. I'm not bullshitting nobody. I'm telling y'all the truth and the money we can make, the moves we can make, things we actually do in real time. This channel does that. There is no entertainment content of me taking all the shit rides I can take to see how y'all feel about it. No, I'm trying to help y'all get money. So when content like this disappears and content like this dries up, what are you left with? What other channel is like this out there? What are you left with? You left with a bunch of people reading scripts. You left with a bunch of people, half-ass telling you the story without telling you the detail. This channel tells you the detail, tells you how I get it, when I got it, how I got it, where to go get it. This channel gives you the whole playbook. And when people support this type of content, this is the type of content you see. When you don't support this type of content, guess what you get? You're going to get people going around, oh man, I was doing pigeon rides all day. I took 100% rides. I took 100% rides. Look at what I got. I ended up making $119. Well, of course you made $190. I don't want to spend my day making $119. I'm trying to get to $1,019 in a day. Give me a channel that's pushing me to get $1,000 a day. Not a channel telling me, oh, if you take every ride, you're going to make $100. I know that. Common sense, competence, like Myron said earlier, competency rates. I'm competent enough to know if I take all the shit rides, I won't make any money. That's competence. So I say, how do I get it to where I can go out and make this money? I don't be scared to decline something. I don't be scared to cancel something. I don't be scared to talk to somebody. Oh, there's a channel out there doing it, and he's showing everybody how to do it. And he does it every day. And he's got groups of people doing it. There's a channel out there doing it. So when you support shit like that, that's what you see. When you click like on shit like that, that's what you see. The algorithm will show you all the stuff that I'm doing, not the whack shit out there. Oh yeah, you could do $1,000 a day. You got 12 hours to make $1,000. 12 hours. If you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and say, I want to be done by 7, 8 at night, that's taking about an hour or two off for lunch. You can make $1,000. Imagine if you did 5 rides. Each 5 rides, you got $200 a ride from one side of town to the next. You did 10 rides at $100 a ride. Any 10 rides you want, any 10, $100. You can make $1,000. If you doing 20 rides a day already, if you already doing 20 rides a day, put that shit at $50 a ride. Everybody gets a $50 ride a day. Every ride I take is $50. If you see a ride on the app for 28, 33, go convert it for 50. Go convert it for 50. Oh, I saw a ride right now on the app for $32. Go convert it for 50 because they paid about 60. Go convert it for 50. You can make $1,000 in a day. It's possible, but it's going to take some work. Nobody's giving you that. Nobody's going to just hand you that $1,000. The Uber and Lyft ain't going to just hand you $1,000 a day. And you got a lot of non-tippers out here, a lot of people who don't even like the fact that drivers make money like this because they sit there and they ask you, well, what else do you do for a living? If I'm making $800-900 a day, I don't need to do nothing else for a living. What do you do for a living? How much do you make for a living? I make about $130, $140 a day. I couldn't survive off $130, $140 a day. As a driver, I couldn't survive off $130 a day. I have to make $400, $500, $600 a day. I got to make that as a driver because I got to worry about my tires one day. I got to worry about my brakes one day. I got to worry about this engine one day. I can't survive off of W-2 wages. Not driving this truck as hard as I drive it, not driving these cars as hard as I drive them. I can't do that. So when people out there in the W-2 land don't understand why we make the money we make, keeping the money here in the community so we can keep doing it. So you think I got $5,000 to ball out on. I don't have $5,000 to ball out on. That $5,000 is so when my engine blow up, I can show up to pick you up in a week from now because I just dropped me a new engine in. That's what that $5,000 is for. It's not for me to go out there and drink and ball out and, pop bottles and everything. No. When you support community, you supporting the businesses of this community. That's what we do. So yeah, that's where Quincy Jones and Teddy Pendergrass drive a channel. That's right. You don't see it anymore. Exactly. Because they can only drive for so long doing pigeon shit, Kev. You can only drive so long doing pigeon shit. Oh yeah. Say pigeons out here driving balls to the wall, 32 trips for $103. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. All right, hold up, Kev, for a second. I'm gonna bring Kev on real quick. So Kev, I'm gonna drop this link for you real quick, brother. Are you somewhere you can talk? Are you somewhere quiet with no music to where I can actually hear you and everything? Because if you're not somewhere that's quiet, I can't bring you in, brother. I can't bring you in. Because I try to keep this live stream moving, man. Hold up, let me go for a second. Let me go here. Now, I don't even know if you got a private client right now or not. So if you got a private client or something like that, I can't bring you in yet. But when you do say, oh yeah, I'm free to talk, I'll drop it for you. Then I'll bring in so we can kind of hear how things are going on your end, brother, how things are moving over there. But yeah, man, hopefully, like I said, everybody's looking at, okay, you good? All right, cool. Let me drop this real quick. Bam. All right, you'll see it pop up in a second, man. You'll see it pop up. But y'all want to bring Kev in real quick, man. We're gonna chat. We're gonna chat about some things. Because this, man, drivers got to start doing this, man. We got to start going out there and getting it, man. And if y'all not willing to sacrifice and fight for yourself, you're not gonna make any money out there. Get ready, y'all. Here come my man, Bighorn Kev. Adding to the stage right now, main stage, Bighorn Kev.
Hey, what's up, Jeff? How we doing today, man?
All right, brother. All right.
Hey, we all good at sound-wise?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good.
All right, cool. Hey, Yeah, I'm getting ready to go do a private client. It was funny. The streak ended at 60 days. I did do an Uber ride this morning,
Okay,
but I
60
couldn't
days,
resist.
no
It
app.
was
2
$11
months.
surge. It was an $11 surge, and I was in between clients this morning. I was like, oh man, I got to see if I can use this $11 surge, and I did. So the streak is
Yeah.
over. But hey,
Man,
day
man.
one starting now.
Yep. But hey, man. But see, that's the thing. To go 2 entire months without using apps, only doing private clients, that is a testament to the way we do things. And a lot of people don't believe that it could be done. They wake up in the morning, they make themselves a little sandwich, and they boot this app up on their little YouTube channel saying, this is what you need to do if you want to make it in rideshare. You have to turn your app on every day at 6:30, and you got to drive for 12 hours, balls to the walls, don't take a break, eat in your car. This is the shit they be talking about. And I be listening to these channels, I'm like,
it's like you said too, you're putting yourself at a risk out there. Man,
Yeah.
I tell you what, I mean, I almost had 2 accidents this morning, and I was just sitting somewhere. And it's like,
Yeah.
what the? Like,
you
man,
gotta
I'm
have
getting
money,
out of here.
man. That's why I don't stay on the road, dude. I do not stay on the road.
Yeah.
Because when I see all these crazy cars going, especially when I take the 202 and I get off on Priest sometimes. You take the 202 eastbound and you get off on Priest to go northbound. Now, there's a turn lane. There's double turn lanes to the left. So when you do double turn lanes, the outside cars have to take the outside lane. Inside car takes the inside lane. But there's 2 turn lanes getting on that bridge, then an inside lane, outside lane. Every time I turn, the outside car thinks that the inside lane is his because he don't consider the turn lanes as turn lanes. And they turn into your lane every single time. That's why whenever I'm turning, I'll either get in the outside lane or I'll let whoever's in the outside lane go ahead of me. And they always turn, and they turn right into my lane. Never fails 100% of the time. And it's like an Uber driver did it yesterday in a gray car and tried to honk the horn at me.
Yeah. So
I don't know who it was. Some dude with Texas plates on. Motherfucker honked the horn at me.
You know,
I was
you gotta
like,
watch
you
yourself.
idiot. You couldn't.
Yeah, you got to watch yourself around that video you did. You got to watch yourself around cement trucks and stuff like that, because a lot of these older trucks, even tankers, they don't have baffles in the tanks, so that load is just sloshing around. And if you have to make an emergency maneuver, that sloshing, I mean, it's going to no offense to the 600-pound wrapper, but that could have happened in that dude's car with that 600-pound girl that got in there. You know, he could have made a maneuver and she would have went sloshing around. Next thing you know, he's on his side.
Yep.
But,
same thing on motorcycles,
anyway,
man. The weight in the back controls it all, man. Weight in the back controls it all.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate what you were saying too about, and it's one of the things that I like to, start doing now is get people out of that mindset that I'm an Uber driver. I don't want to be called an Uber driver anymore. I refuse to even acknowledge that. I'm an independent contractor. I'm a private driver.
Yep. And it feels
once
much
you
better
can get that into your mind that I'm no longer Uber, it's going to be easy to roll off 60 days.
And I think it's more of a proud. When you say I'm an independent contractor, it's proud and it's strong. It's really strong. Saying I'm an Uber driver is almost it's a weakness. It's like I'm an Uber driver. I drive, and that's why people think Uber drivers are weak or Lyft drivers have to do something else to make money, because they don't really take ownership of their career in their own hands. They wait on the app, they wait on the algorithm, they wait on pings, they wait on bonuses. We create all of that every day with the deals we negotiate. And it's like, if you're not willing to negotiate and fight for yourself, Uber and Lyft ain't gonna fight for you. Somebody just sent me a screenshot of Uber charging something like $64, paying them $24 out of the $64. So Uber took $40 out of that deal. And it's like, wait a minute, Uber's taking $40 out of that deal. So the guy said, what I'll do is I'll just, he said he was paying $64. He says, I'll do it for $50. So the guy said, okay, so he canceled. It was an email I got and with the screenshot and everything. So the guy said, he took it for $50, and the guy was like, do you got a business card? Can I drive you again? This is how a lot of people are done being Uber drivers, and they're saying, I'm gonna move over to do independent contracting. And it's a more proud stance, man, more proud stance.
And you're gonna find out that guess what? I'm doing less rides, but I'm making more money than these guys that are killing themselves doing 120 rides a week.
There you go. You can do 2-3 rides and you already sitting at $600, $700 out of 2-3 rides.
Yeah.
And they be like, how do you make that much money? I'm like, bro, you're doing it for Uber and Lyft. They're already paying it. They're just not paying it to you.
Exactly.
It's like, you're getting the smaller cut of that. You could be at 600 by now, but you sitting at 210 And Uber done walked away with over almost $400 out of that, and using like, how come I'm not at 610? Because Uber took it all.
Yeah.
Like, man, don't. This is a nice shirt, Kev. That's it.
Oh, you like my shirt? I love it, man. It's. I got to see. My mom got me for this. Got this the other day for me. We're going to Cabo in June, so she started getting me shirts already.
See, that's it. That's it. And everybody's like, man, I like that shirt, man. Your mom, she went and bought it. She didn't tell you she bought it at the dispensary, though. There's weed symbols all over it, man. She set you up. She set you up.
Looks like Hawaiian freaking shit.
No,
to me,
man. She bought that at the dispensary. I saw her over at Smoke Them Up weed shop.
I'm gonna tell her that. I was like, hey, how come Jeff saw you at the dispensary the other day?
She's like, I saw a shirt on sale and thought you'd like it. Look kind of Hawaiian. Mom, this is weed.
That's funny.
Those guys were so nice and so funny. They even gave me a brownie on the way out. Mom, you didn't eat that.
Oh, I would hate to see my mom on a freaking edible.
She'd probably be telling jokes from back in the day.
Oh, man. Well,
man.
With my mom, we have what we call Annie-isms. They're kind of like yogi-isms.
Yeah.
She one time asked, what state is the Kentucky Derby in, you know?
Yeah. No, that's funny shit.
And what time does the 10 o'clock news come on? She's got a ton of them.
That's funny. She says, what time does the 10 o'clock news come on? About 11. It's over.
My answer was, I think it comes on at 3 o'clock in the morning with the repeat.
No, that's funny shit. She's like, you're messing with me. I'm gonna call information. Like, no, that's funny shit.
Yeah,
man, that's back.
But in the day, you know, like I said, people that don't want to invest in their own business, you know, like getting business cards or making flyers that, hey, you can put up at a senior home or something like that, or, you know, or wherever. I mean, you even had the idea with napkins at one time, you know?
Yeah.
That was just, hey, that's thinking out of the box. Hey, how can I generate my name out there? Boom.
Yeah. And I think every driver should do it. Every driver should. You can go on different panels like Etsy. You can go on eBay, and you can have actual napkins created with your phone number, your name, ride service on the napkins, and give them to bars. Go give them like the little small mom and pop shops, little, you know, restaurants where people drink and maybe not want to drive home. So instead of them going, man, we need to call an Uber, they're sitting at a table with napkins in front of them with the ride service driver's information right on the napkin. They were like, oh, here's a guy here. We could just book him. I mean, let's dial him up right now. Hey, we're sitting at, you know, Annie's sandwich shop. We just had a few drinks. Are you free to come pick us up in about 30 minutes? Oh, sure. Thanks. I know exactly where that is because I drop the napkins off there all the time. I'll be right over there. That's where it is, man. I'm telling you, man, it's easy to do. You just got to think of ways to market yourself. And everything you do is not going to hit. If you market to 100 places, you only need 5 or 6 of them to hit. That's it. You don't need all 100 to hit. 5 or 6 hit, you're good.
Yeah.
Because people think,
well, Jeff, I'm at a private client right now. I got to let you go, my brother.
All right, brother. Hey, man, you be easy out there, man. Congrats. Yeah. Appreciate the super chats, man. Like I said, we'll chat, though, brother. We'll chat.
Not to worry. Take care, everybody.
All right, brother. See you. That's my man, Kev. He's out there, man. So wait a minute. Somebody just said apparently Uber is going to start charging $2.99 a month for subscriptions to avoid surges. Let me see some Uber subscription. Oh, that's what they're going to be charging the riders. They're going to charge that to the riders. Okay, I see what you mean. I thought you meant to the drivers. This is Uber scraps. Wait a minute. Let's go in here real quick because I want to see what kind of Uber news is out right now. Because I really haven't paid attention to Uber in a long time, man. These fools, they don't even have nothing out. Seriously, this is rideshare app switched to subscription model amid conflicting rulings on GST liability. And that was when, hold on, let me see what this is. Oh, that's in India. We already talked about this already. I think we already talked about this one. Yeah, in India, they're going to charge, like I said, they're going to move over to subscription model base over there. And we're more like, yeah, we'll just do it ourselves. How about that? We'll get the money ourselves. We ain't going to sit up here all day and, well, let me turn my music. We ain't going to sit up here all day doing these surges and this trash rides and shit like that. There's my music. That's my killer music right there. I'll be riding down the street like, oh yeah, hell yeah. No, but man, like I said, I want you guys to consider that, because I was talking about that a long time ago. If you go on eBay or you go on Etsy, you can actually get a stack of napkins, 200 to 500 napkins, and visit any small pub, any small bar, and just say, hey, talk to the manager. Is it cool if we, I sit my napkins out here for coasters and stuff like this? I'm a rideshare contractor. I'm a ride service contractor. I like to pick up people, after they had a few drinks, or if they're on a date or something like that, looking for a ride out of here, they can just give a call. Can I just, put a flyer up, near the bathroom, so people walking down the hall, just let them know? Because if they're walking to the bathroom and they see that there's a ride service company that's affiliated with the bar almost, and they sit down and there's napkins like little coasters, and they're like, oh shit, all these coasters got this ride service company. We don't have to call Uber and Lyft. We can get a better rate from these guys, especially late nights when it's surging and crazy stuff going. Man, Uber's trying to charge $42, man, just to take us there. $42. You might say, yeah, I'll do it for $30. Oh man, so you ain't got to tip them. $30 is cool. Cool. You save them $12. You good, man. You good. Oh, my brother, Crypto Face Jeff, what's good, brother? Thank you for the super chat, brother. Hey, man, my man. Now, for everybody out there who saw my, hey, Crypto Face, all right, Jeff, are you around right now? Can you come on a live stream right now? Or are you too busy right now to come on a live stream? Because I got to tell you guys something about this guy. This guy's amazing right here. This dude is cool as shit. Hey, are you around for a live stream, or you just like, man, I'm busy. I'm kicking back, relaxing right now. I'm not trying to get on no live stream. Well, man, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, brother. And that's the thing. This guy, he's somebody who I believe can really help drivers in a way that, like how I showed you guys earlier, how I did all this investment stuff. And I was telling people ahead of the curve, this is what we do. This is what and I showed y'all about my huge windfall, just making moves, and nobody wanted to follow me. And I was listening to other people that knew about it. And I was just saying what I felt about it. So I was investing my money into crypto and stuff like that. And nobody would follow me, which is cool, because I ended up making a ton of money out of the deal. And then everybody was like, okay, how can I get on? You've got to listen to the people that know this stuff. You got to listen to the people that understand what's going on with this stuff. If you're just out there just trying to wait on the news, by the time it hits the news, it's too late. At that point, everybody knows about it. And you got, oh man, I'm done. You already. Oh, Lisa, thank you, Lisa. Just don't forget to check your Cash App when you get a chance. Hold up, let me, did Lisa Cash App me? Hold up for a second. Did she hook me up? Oh, thank you, Miss Lisa. Hold on, let me see. I appreciate the super chat, Lisa. Thank you so much. Thank you, lady. Let me hit reply for you. I appreciate that. Says, thanks for being there for all of us drivers. That's Rideshare Lisa, folks. That's my girl right there. Thank you, Rideshare Lisa. I appreciate that. This lady right here, this is a true supporter of the 300 right here. This lady's always been on point for us. Always been on point. I appreciate that. And like I said, I'm one of those people. Oh, Roxy, she's in here too. Thank you, Miss Roxy. Like I said, you guys are hitting me up and not telling me. Roxy, thank you, Roxy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I know YouTube is mad at me right now. YouTube's like, you should be going through super chats. What are you doing? Like, the 300 know the deal. Thank you. I thank you. Shelly says, hey, I've been trying to learn how to invest some money. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, this channel right here, Crypto Face, when you search for, let me go, I'm gonna go find this channel for you real quick. I'm gonna show you something. Let's go on here. Let me show you what this guy does. This is my buddy right here. Like I said, he's a new client that I met, and this guy, yeah, he's something special in the game, y'all. He's something special in the game. Whoops, wait a minute. I went to tips, I meant face. Hold up for a second. Wait a minute. There we go. Let me open it up here. Let me move this out the way. All right, I'm gonna show you guys this right here. Hold up for a second. Yeah, I will. I'm still in the middle of stuff right now, man. I'm in the middle of doing stuff. We're moving too fast right now. So this channel right here, this is my buddy Crypto Face right here. This is my client right here. This guy right here, it even says up under his description, scared money don't make no money. If you're out there right now and you want to make some money, subscribe to Crypto Face. This guy right here, look at that. Here, empowering traders. He's got that 13,000 views about empowering traders. 3 million. He just streamed this 7 hours ago. 22,000 views, $3 million moves, $2 million trade a day ago, 21,000 views, 26,000 views. This is what this guy does all the time. And for the people out there who don't realize that this guy who don't understand who he is, if you watch my video, I'm digging this beat. Oh, thanks, Shelly. If the other day, like I showed you guys the other day, wait a minute, where am I at? Where is it at? Dang it, where is it at? Oh, here it is down here. Because the other day I showed you guys, I was like, man, when I said I had to go take my client, to go pick up his car. Y'all think that channel is full of shit. Y'all might think that channel full of shit. Oh, everybody does crypto. Everybody does crypto. I took this man to go pick up his car the other day. There's no way you could be a channel that's full of shit, but you pull off in a lot in this right here. It's impossible. It's impossible. So make sure you go to Crypto Face, because I'm telling you, this guy knows his shit. When you subscribe to Crypto Face, you start seeing the moves he makes, seeing how he moves and everything like that. I'm telling you, motherfucker, pulling up in a lot. So one of my clients is actually a really affluent YouTuber. The dude is sharp. He's sharp with his shit. He's very sharp with his shit. And there's not a lot of people out there who I would really push and promote their content, but when you got somebody who can prove what they're doing, how they're living, and that's what we do on this channel all the time. We prove what we're doing through how we living. And I'm like, subscribe Crypto Face, y'all. Trust me, you want to miss that boat. You don't want to miss that boat, because I got a funny feeling within the next year or two, I'm gonna find some way to make moves, and I'm gonna make a move like what I'm watching on this channel. I'm gonna make a serious move. And when I walk up, and the next time y'all see me, like I always talk shit about me driving a Lambo Urus. I'm always on this channel talking shit about me driving a Lambo Urus. It's funny because when I was taking him to go pick up his Ferrari the other day, there was a purple Lambo Urus across the street coming towards us. I was like, that's my sign right there. That's my sign. Look at this $60,000 profit prophecy. Look at this. Look at this, man. These is all like just banging videos. Let me find out. Hold up. I don't know if he's got any shorts in here, but this is what I'm talking about, man. Just learning how to make moves. And in my Bitcoin, I think my Bitcoin is in the 900 range right now. But I remember when I bought my Bitcoin, I got all that shit for about $240, and it was at 1,000 a couple of weeks ago. So I got a funny feeling something's gonna happen with Bitcoin. So I'm gonna take the profits I make on that deal. I'm gonna sell my Bitcoin, and I'm gonna go find one of these videos, and I'm gonna make a move at the same time they're making moves on the video. I'm gonna make the moves. So I'm like, man, this is, oh yeah, y'all subscribe, but you know how YouTube is with those star notifications. Hopefully, yeah, exactly. Those star notifications, like they'll let you know. That's why I always email people. I always email like, so that's called manifest to the full power. Keep seeing yourself in one, and you'll have it by the end of the year. I'm gonna tell you something, Shelly. This is funny that I met him, because and just how it all lined up, because y'all know me. I love cars, man. I got all my cars in my phone. Man, I love my cars. And I met this guy, and he was like, oh yeah, this and that. I got I run YouTube, because this is funny. I think I told y'all the story when I first met him. I said I run a YouTube channel too. And he was like, see, this is my little car. That's my little car. It ain't Ferrari level, but I'm getting there. So he was like, I said, I got like 13 subs, man. He was like, oh, cool. This dude got like 200 something, 500,000 subs. I don't even know. I was like, holy shit. Already, this guy's already got so many people who he's helped in like the financial world. Help them make money, help them put up, because y'all saw me the other day. I showed a bet that I made on Nicola, and I lost $6,700. Like, whatever, I lost it, I'll get it back. I'm not worried. I'm just gonna get it back in a different way. So meeting him is my comeback. Now I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna follow some of his content, follow his videos. I hope he does one on like a live, so we can make everybody makes moves at the same time. Because the worst thing to do is to see somebody make a move and try to make that same move a week later. The window of opportunity, especially in trading, is always limited. So when you got a window of opportunity, you take that, you shoot in that gap right now. you shooting that gap. If everybody goes up, we are kind of like Reddit. When Reddit with Wall Street bets, when everybody was making those moves at the same time, everybody made those moves. If you try to make them same moves right now, that window of opportunity is closed. So meeting this guy, and as I'm driving him to go pick up his car, I see the Lambo Urus coming down the street, and I'm like, y'all know me, 1111, that tattoo, 1111, that's the alignment right there. Everything aligns for a reason. And I was joking about I was like, yeah, man, that Lambo Urus, man, get that Urus. Lambo Urus comes right down the street. I'm like, damn, I just saw it out the window. I was like, wow. I'm talking about that Lambo Urus all the time. It's going to happen. I don't know how. I do not know how. I don't know how. But if this channel ever takes off, my investments ever take off, a money move I make ever takes off, you only live once. You only live once. I might have to give up a couple of cars, get rid of some cars to free up some space around here. But I'm going to park that Lambo Urus in my driveway, and I'm going to drive people around in it. So you have a good night, Jeff. I have to go pick up my last catering order for the night. Headed home. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Or thank you for the Cash App. And you already know I got you covered, lady. I said, you need to get on this live stream one day and talk about catering. You've been avoiding my live streams long enough. It's about time. You got to get on the live stream, Lisa. You got to get on here. But yeah. So yeah, I appreciate you, lady. And I got to talk to you too about some other stuff. I think I still got your address. I got something for you. I've been working like crazy, but I'm getting around to it. Hey, is Jamil out there? Is Jamil, you still out there, brother? We're about the hour and a half mark. The Lambo, like Jeff G. Oh yeah. Oh, that Lambo Urus, man. That is like the weirdest SUV I've seen. I don't even know how to explain it. It almost looks like, I used to like the X6 and the X7, the BMW X6, BMW X7. The Lambo Urus came out, and I'm like, I don't know, man. It's expensive as hell, but you only live once. You can't take none of this shit with you. The most you can do is pass it to your kids. It's like, you only live once. How far do I gotta go? Like, how much money do I gotta make to get a Lambo Urus? How much do I gotta make? And I used to look at like little Bentleys and stuff like that, the convertible Bentley. Somebody had a white convertible Bentley for sale. It was pretty cool. But I'm like, that's just not my style, man. That's not me. Convertible Bentley is not, I'm more sporty. I'm sporty. So I need something that's like sporty, And I'm like, hey, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it's a good dream. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just how shit is. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, everybody has to dream at some point. I can dream out loud. But just to see Jeff, my man, Crypto Face, to see him pull up that wide body, badass, low to the ground Ferrari with the big wheels on it, I'm like, bro, these are the kind of moves you got to make to have that in your garage right there. Those are the kind of moves you make. And he's the most humble, down-to-earth guy you'll ever meet. The most humble, down-to-earth guy, just the most matter-of-fact, funny as hell, out on grinding all the time. I guarantee you could probably walk past him in Walmart, walking past him in Target. Like, what's up, man? What's good, bro? Oh, man, it's all good, all good. And he would just chat with you right there on the spot. Walk out, this motherfucker pull up, woo. We're like, wait a minute. Bro, people with cars like that don't just talk to people like me. But he's cool, man. He's just the most down-to-earth person you'll ever meet. What up, Jamil, my brother? Where you at? Hold up for a second. Let me open up this media thing right here. I think your phone might be on mute. Is the phone on mute?
Nope. Yep, it was.
Yep. Now you're there.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, brother.
Is there any background noises you need to mute out of it, or everything
nope.
Good?
Everything's all good, brother. You good.
Good. How's the 300 doing? How's everybody out there? I hope everybody's
we ready, brother. We ready.
Yeah, we're gonna do the bitty bitties.
Hell yes.
There we go. We got the light. We got everything set.
Hold on for a second. I'm putting this in here real quick. There you go. Y'all just had to put Crypto Face's link in there. So I just put his link in there. So if anybody wants to join Crypto Faces, I'm telling you, man, within the next year or two, we got to start looking at making a move. We actually have somebody in the White House right now who's more leaning towards crypto. So the fact that Elon leans towards crypto, Trump leans towards crypto, all these guys, the countries they deal with are all leaning towards crypto. You might want to start getting the knowledge right now. Even if you don't have the money right now, at least start getting the knowledge. Start going through everything, learning what crypto is, how crypto works, you know, which cryptos you want to buy, what platforms they're on, like the blockchain and everything like that. Learn about it. Don't go in blind. Learn about it, because I only learned about it through a lot of people who helped me invest into it. And once I got into it, it just went crazy. Then everybody started doing crazy. Like the people who don't know are investing right now. But if you get involved with somebody, at least check out his channel, listen to his commentary, listen to his logic, why things happen. If you got questions, ask questions. I love it if he came on one of the live streams with us one day, because like I said, if he came on a live stream and can kind of break things down and explain stuff to us, just simple stuff. Drivers, we can form our own retirement packages. We can form our own investment pools. We can do things. If somebody says, hey, man, let's form a little investment LLC. There's 5 of us. Each one of us put in $1,000 a piece. So we got a $5,000 LLC. Let's put this $5,000 on this. That $5,000 might turn into $50,000 within the next few days. Now we all in at the exact same rate. You might say, hey, I want to sell my partnership. Give me my $5,000 and give me my gain. And now it's only 4 of us in the company now. So now 4 of us got our money in it. And we might just parlay that money into something, but it's going to take a channel out there who's willing to educate you enough to where you can do parlay moves like that. Because somebody might say, hey, man, I just want to come in and just double my money. You might come in, double your money, take it, and you're out. You're good. And we like, dude, nice doing business with you. Appreciate it. And you're done. You want to buy back in, you can buy back in. But like I said, today's price is not yesterday's price sometimes. You might try to buy back in right now and be like, shit, I didn't know y'all was worth the, oh, man, we all sitting on 100,000 a piece now. We all sitting on 100 G's a piece. You walking up to us with $5,000. It's like, shit, we all on 100 G's. And that's how you got to make moves like that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, like I said, I got his link. That's his link and everything right there. I'll recopy it right here again too. So that's a
great idea. If we can,
yeah, that's the crypto face link, man.
If we can make moves like that, that's the way to go.
But that's the mindset. And there's a reason why I met that guy. There's a reason why I ran into crypto face. There's a reason why. And if we don't acknowledge that reason and just run with that energy, because like I said, it's not going to be immediate. Watch his channels for like a couple of months. Maybe you just sit in the bed. You're like, I'm going to listen to this stuff. Kick back, listen to it. And once you gain enough knowledge, you may say, you know what? I'm going to look into that little stock he was talking about, or look into that crypto he was talking about. You might, like I said, I still got $250 of mine in Bitcoin. So it's sitting at like $900 something right now. I don't even know what it's at right now, but I got my money in Bitcoin. So I'm sitting at, where am I at? Where's my Bitcoin at? $821. So if I would have sold it at $1,000, I'd be up, but I held it. So now I'm down to 821 because it keeps dropping. But if it goes back up to, let's say, if it would have hit 1,200, I would have probably sold at 1,200. But it didn't go that high. But it would have been nice if I would have sold it at 1,200, let it drop to this, bought it at this, and then sold it when it went back up to 1,200. So I would have got money twice. But now I just got to wait till it goes up to 1,200 again. But this is how we create our own retirements, y'all. This is how we do it. We don't work for nobody. We work for ourselves. So this is what we got to do. So what's good, Jamil? What's up, brother?
Well, not much, man. I'm just following what you've done and what you've been doing in the past few days. Which really, really, I'm very proud of it. Proud of all the hard work you're doing out there, and what we're probably trying to do in the upcoming days. Yeah. So yesterday and today we did the uploading of a few people more so for the PAX app. We checked out their cars. We got their pictures taken, professional pictures taken, and a lot of them were dressed up. They wore their nice shirt, ties, and they looked really, they leveled up their game. And that's what we're trying to do here at PAX. Some of them came in thinking, I didn't know that I had to have a tie. I said, well, I have a tie here in my hand. So let's tie you up and let's get you going, just like we did with you when you showed up there, right?
Yep.
We passed on that tie to make sure that we got you professional pictures taken, because you got to remember, we have a a person taking pictures for you, and they're charging us $200 an hour.
Yeah,
Okay, and it's not free. People
exactly.
think, oh, can we do this on March the 6th and the 7th? No, I can't do that March 6th and the 7th.
We gotta do it
It
today.
better fit my
Yeah.
schedule. I said, no, we talked to everybody. We told everybody, let's do it on the 26th, 27th, and 28th.
Yep.
I paid $400 for that deal.
Yeah, we got to get it done. I think on your end, I think your phone volume might be turned up loud because I can hear myself coming back every once in a while.
How's that? Let me see.
It might be your phone volume.
How's that?
Yeah, I don't
now?
hear it now. Yep, I don't hear it now.
Okay.
So you fixed it. Yep, that's all it was.
Well,
no, but you're right
I
though.
need to get, like I said to you, I'm going to invest on some microphones to put it in on myself and on the car. So when we have a rider in the car, they can talk to you. There's no background noises or anything of that sort.
And I like to have it to where when I'm on a podcast, sometimes if you're actually out at an event, then I could just tap in, patch you in. So you're at the event and you can talk to people and let drivers introduce themselves. We can always clip this stuff up and make it, small marketing material, whatever we want to do. So I'd like to, so having a mic would be
all of that. And I appreciate all the new things we're doing. As you can see, I don't know if when we upload you to the app, this is one of the things we're giving everybody. Can you see this?
Yep.
Is it clear?
Yep, it's clear. Sit back, relax.
Yep. It basically tells you sit back and relax. You're riding with a PAX, and then it asks you to tighten your seatbelt. If you need to have your phone charged, we can charge it for you. We're videotaping all conversations and moves in the car. And then we have one thing here that if you want to re-request me again, you see this QR code right there?
Now with that QR code, is that because I got one, but mine don't have that on it. Mine's got the circle on it.
This is the one that I took from the picture that you have in your phone. So when you go to your phone,
how did you get it to put on there? Did you just stick it on there or something?
You get these done. I got it done at Staples.
Okay.
$9.95 for 24.
And just stick it on there and you're done.
And you stick it on and it's done.
So what are you going to do with all the rest of them?
And I have this.
What are you going to do with all the rest of them?
Also one way of doing it, and we have this. You have the button, right?
Yep, I got the button. Yep.
Okay. So there's two ways to do it. And not only that, but we have a third way of doing it, and that's the business card.
See, now where is that a wooden card or just looks like wood? I saw that.
Looks wooden, but it's plastic, bro.
Okay, plastic. I'm like, is that a motherfucker wooden nickels and shit? We getting paid in wooden nickels now?
This is exactly like the black one you have.
Yeah. So okay. Cool.
We're actually creating both.
All right.
This one is going to be more towards giving your name on it.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
What we're doing right now, we're passing out these business cards at events, and we're telling them to contact us. There's like 500 of them that are being passed out right now.
Okay.
To different groups, and one major group that's going to be tomorrow. I'm not sure the full name of the group is 7030 group. It's located in Scottsdale. Yeah. And what we have done is we've told them, that we would represent PAX at their event. They are willing to do so, and they are handpicking the drivers, 10 of them.
I got the call, brother. I know it. I was happy about it. I was like, hey, they like my crazy ass. That's what's up.
Yeah. So, it's being randomly done so that nobody says, well, how come my name I didn't get picked out? Hey, listen, guys, I've told everybody in many ways, in a nice ways, This is Pac's way. You
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
run your business your way, you can do so, but this is still Pac's way.
yeah.
And the idea is that we're going to get events. We're going to get big dollar people that we're going to service.
And let me stop you right there. That I want everybody to hear like what he just said. We're going to do events, high dollar client events. The only reason why PAX is the type of app that does that is because PAX wants independent contractor, business-minded people who can actually conversate with people at this level. We have conversations with our clients. We talk to people. We drive. We engage with them. Not everybody's always going to be quiet. A lot of these people are investors. They're entrepreneurs. They're socialites. They like to socialize. So if you got drivers that like to socialize and they're socialite level, you're going to fit with PAX just fine. But if you're like an antisocial person going to social events like what we're doing tomorrow, we're doing a big social event, you may not work because I'll be out the truck. I'll be out there talking to people. You know me. I'm walking around because when I get there, I'll park, clean the car, have it sitting. But I want to make sure because we're actually sponsoring an event. If somebody needs a ride, I'm like, hey, I got to take these people over to the hotel over here. This is how we're going to do. We're going to be out socializing. You cannot be sitting in your car like these Uber drivers, scared to get out of the car, scared to make money. These people, trust me when I tell you, when we were given the opportunity to help build this app, the people that we are building this app with, people like Matt, people like Nathan, people like Robert, these are people who want to change the way things are, not only in the rideshare game, but in the community altogether. They want to change things. You can't change anything sitting in your car, hitting the trunk button, letting people load their luggage, and you're not changing anything. You've got to get out the car. You've got to be a part of the community. You've got to talk to people. You got to make moves. And if you're not willing to do that, PAX may not be a fit for you. That's all I'm saying. So don't be mad when people ain't booking with you, because like I said, it's a booking app. If people say, yeah, man, that driver, he was kind of weird. He made me get out and get my own luggage. He didn't open the door for me and my wife or whatever. It was kind of weird, man. We're paying $200 for this ride. We expect better than Uber. It's like, yeah. He's like, yes,
and that's what people don't realize. I mean, how many times have you and I sat down and said, here's the process that you should take and doing ride service? And by the way, whoever tells you out there that they thought of ride service before you and I did, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
Okay?
They'll try to tell you anything.
Nobody else did say anything about ride service but you and I.
Yep.
Is it true or not?
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. A lot of people were stuck on rideshare.
I want to clarify that. And then second of all, how many times have I said to you, get out of the car, tell your passenger in the back, excuse me a second, I will be opening the door for you. And then you say that right in front of your car, your front end, walk so they can see you doing this and opening the door for them.
Oh, I said that.
Taking the luggage out.
I said that to my client last week when I was picking up little Miss M. I said, let me get your door for you. She says, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
But we have to make we have to make that. And it's funny because I was like, well, I said, I'm going to pull around this way because it had me drive it in front. I said, well, let me pull around this way so I can get out. I can open your car door. She's like, oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. She got out the car. I was like, lady, you're killing the look. I want people to see you getting your door open in front of the restaurant. That's what I want people to see. I'm not just dropping you off. I'm giving you a service. But she's still young. I got to educate her. I'm like, I'm going to educate you how to be an upscale client. Sit your ass in this car and let me open the door. Do not touch my handle.
and let me give you a bottle of water because you deserve it.
Exactly. It's like you need to teach these people how to be upscale clients. Like you are not to open your door. You're not like, trust me. Because once you give them that service and that level, they're never going to go back down again. They're not.
Never.
I mean, there's some restaurants will put your napkin in your lap for you. They'll do it. That's what they do. You don't take the napkin out of their hand and go, I can do it myself. No, you gotta. They'll scoot your chair up for you. They'll put your napkin on your lap. Some restaurants are at that level. You've got to be used to that level.
That's right.
Walk around, hey man, you got any napkin dispensers around here?
When we're talking food, now that you're talking food, now we're the Dominics of ride service.
Exactly. We'll do it, man. We'll do it, man.
So we're doing all of these things. We're moving forward. We're moving methodology.
Methodically. Yep.
Yeah, we're
And that's what it
moving
is, man.
slowly but surely. We're not rushing into anything.
Yep.
All we're doing is making the move. Now, when I tell people, say, hey, listen, make sure that when you're taking a picture, you have a shirt and a tie. Why is that? Do you think that I'm doing it for my own good or my own presence? No.
Nope.
That's so that you can sell yourself to the clientele that we have. Every single clientele is going to always look at all of our drivers. And what are they going to do? They're going to look at the type of car you have. One,
Yep.
the way you dress and the way you appear in the picture. If you dress well and appear well, hey, listen, you right there, right then and there are selling yourself as a professional.
Yep, exactly. And like I said, and that's going to travel because they're going to talk to their friends and their people, and those referrals are going to be like, hey, I got a true professional driver. Trust me, this is how they treat me in the car. It's way different. And once that happens, man, you're going to be getting a lot of phone calls. Like one of my clients just texted me, their plane is landed at 9:45 instead of 10:07. So I got to make sure I'm there at 9:45 now. And not only that, but he's landed at 9:45. We got to wait for about 10 minutes because his wife's mom and son, they're landing from another airport. They're going to land at Sky Harbor too. So we're going to hang out and wait for them till they land. And then I'm going to take all three.
So what is that called? Service.
Yep, that's service.
That what you're doing is service.
Yep.
You can't do that with Uber. You can't do that with Lyft.
Say, hey, I'm gonna wait for somebody, isn't it? I can't wait. I gotta just do this ride. If they want to book a ride, they gotta book a ride when they get there. He's like, hey, I'll be landing. Because what did he say? Yeah, he says, I was supposed to be landing at 10 p.m., but now I'm moving around to 9:45 instead. Saying client and Justin arriving earlier, so we'll meet them. It'll be 3 of us. I'm like, cool. So we're gonna all hang. Well, I don't know what time they're landing, because if they're gonna arrive early, they must gonna be at the restaurant or something. If they arrive earlier, they'll hang out the restaurant and wait till we get there at the So I'll pull up to the airport. They'll get in. All right, I know what we're doing, because these are my people. I do them all the time. I know what we're doing.
And you see, this is what the difference between us as apps or as ride service. We're giving you things to try to make your business grow. Look, we have the packs. You
got the wooden card.
You get you can request your service. You tap on mine, you can request my services too. So,
and I'm telling you, and
everybody's
with this card,
getting these things. Everybody's going to be passing it on to different clients. So just, when I tell people, I met lots of people today, and we had a really good time. Early in the morning, when I saw all of these SUVs, there were SUVs lined up taking pictures in suits. I mean, these guys were bringing in 3-piece suits, taking pictures, making themselves look so professional. That's going to put anybody that's just average, wearing a T-shirt and a pair of shorts, put them away from being picked.
And there's a time to wear a T-shirt and shorts and stuff like that. There's a time for it, but then there's a time to also to dress up. Because if you want people to, like when I'm picking up people from a restaurant and I'm getting out of the car and I'm opening my door, I don't want them seeing me wear this. Now, if I'm driving my Beamer, I'm just out and somebody say, hey, Jeff, emergency, man. I'm like, well, I'm in the Beamer. I'm not dressed. Oh, it's fine. We're only going here. Then I'll go pick them up. I'm in the Beamer. But if they set an appointment with me, like when I show up to the airport tonight to pick everybody up, I'm going to be dressed up when I show up. Because when they land in town, it's going to be different. They land in, I'll be in the airport in front of everybody out there, get out the car. I'm loading luggage. I'm dressed nice and everything. They say, and people on the curb are like, I want us to have a private service. I like how this looks. It looks like, it's worth the money. Because they're going to pay about the same, if not a little less. Like I charge about $70 for the ride. Uber's charging about $85. So $15 difference. But they're going to pay $85 with Uber. The driver for Uber is only going to get like $30 to $40 out of that $85. And the drivers are going to show up just looking like whatever. And it's going to feel like they're getting scammed. I just paid $85 for this ride. And for $85, I could have got that level of service. A black SUV showing with somebody dressed nice, and I could have felt good for my $85 being spent. It's kind of like if you go to a restaurant, you go to McDonald's. If you spend $40 at McDonald's, you get 2 hamburgers. You don't feel good. But you spend $40 at some gourmet place, you feel like you paid for the atmosphere, the ambiance, the chef. You're saying $40, but it's just a different way you're spending that $40. You're like, man, my $40 is really worth it here.
It's all about comfort. Yep. It's all about comfort and the way you make yourself feel.
Oh yeah. And a lot of us, we learn, like, I like what Fred says, use Uber and Lyft to practice your professional driver courtesies. I like what you said, Frederick, because I was just telling somebody the other day, Uber and Lyft screwed up because they taught us all how to do this business. They taught us how to do it, but with the more experience and the better we got, the less they paid us. That's where they screwed up. They should have said, we're teaching all these people the business. Let's pay them more as time progresses, because they're investing a lot into this business. They're investing a lot into their cars, or years and years of using their cars, starting to appreciate a little bit, starting to have more repairs now. Why does the person with the car that's having more repairs now get paid less? They're paying us less and less the longer we do this. So it's like, you got to start using Uber and Lyft to practice on you doing professional clients now. That's what you use Uber and Lyft for.
What's interesting, you just said something very magical. The reinvestment into the drivers. There's no apps out there reinvesting into drivers. But guess who is? They're actually investing into your rides. They're not just giving you stickers to put on the cars. No. They're not just telling you what to do. They're investing on quality. They're investing on making sure that you know how to handle your business.
Yep.
And that's the most important part of anything.
Because a lot of times,
your business.
Because a lot of times, the only time you can really advertise, if stuff's on your car, only when they see the car. Me, I talk to people everywhere I go. I'm in buildings, I'm in Walmart, I'm everywhere. So I might see somebody in Walmart and be like, hey, you guys this and that? Yeah. Hey, here's my car. If you guys ever need like Uber, Lyft, tap that, I'm my own private driver. You don't have to call Uber and Lyft no more. So instead of you going through Uber and Lyft now, you can now go through me. Here's a picture of my car, and they can see it all on the website. When they pull it up, they see me. So just schedule a ride. Next time you got to do something, just schedule a ride with me. I'll get the ping. I'll accept the schedule or whatever. And we got a team. If I can't do it, there's another car will show up.
And if you can't do it, now there's 24 more people lined up.
Yep.
Looking
Exactly.
at them that you can state. And this is how this event is going to be done. You know, we gave them all the drivers that we have available. Let them pick for them. We don't want to do this. Let them do it. And why? It's because that way it sells itself.
And see, and I like what King Jordan just said. He says, you have a nice suit, a manicure, nice haircut, beard trim, smelling good. These are all hygiene things that a lot of Uber and Lyft drivers don't even deal with. They won't go that far. You're creating an environment. You're creating an experience for somebody, an environment. When they get in your car, they smell you. So you want to smell good when they get in. If you get in, they get in, and you're smelling good, they're going to say, hey, man, this car smells good, man. Damn, what are you wearing? That cologne smells good. You know, that perfume smells nice, lady. And it's like you're creating that experience for them. If they get in and you kind of pungent because you ain't showered in a couple of days, so I've been so busy. I'm driving 80 hours a week just to make rent, man. I got to drive it. I ain't even got time to shower. You know, it was a surge this morning. I just jumped right out of the bed, got the surge, started driving. You smell like ball sweat. They going to be like, man, this fucking car stink like a motherfucker, man. You got to take care of yourself.
We always tell the truth here in this channel. Yes or no?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what happened to one of my clients. I was busy at the open, and I wasn't able to go pick the person up. I selected one of my good friends of mine that would do anything and everything for me. He went ahead and took the ride. He arrived at the customer's home, but you got to remember he was smoking cigars. So he smelled like he was smoking, or like he allowed somebody to smoke. Now, one of the things that I didn't even think of is your hygiene, the smell of what you have done prior to going to pick up a customer, right? You know, we have to make sure that we're aware with everything that happens. I mean, it was a great lesson. It was the best lesson I have ever had in my whole life. And the reason being, because I thought I was going to lose that customer. Obviously, they didn't, because they liked me personally. They liked the person that did it. Okay, but
Yep.
they didn't like the smell because she's allergic to cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's it. She's
And see,
allergic to it.
and that happens a
And we
lot,
have to
man.
be very much aware of what the customer's needs are.
Yeah.
The lady sends me a text and said, I didn't know that you allowed smoking in your cars. And I said, that wasn't the case here. Says, well, this car smells like cigars or like cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I apologized from one end to the other. The person that did it felt really bad because he didn't pay attention to it.
He didn't think about it.
Now
Yeah.
he carries an extra shirt. He carries cologne. He carries all of these things that you need to do to make sure you change your environment. Hey, even if you're buying, let's say you go to
Get some
Popeyes.
ozone. Yeah.
Let's say you go to Popeyes and you eat in your car. Now your car smells like chicken.
Macaroni and
Without
cheese.
you realizing
yeah.
that, your
Yep.
car is smelling like chicken.
Yep.
So what
And that's
should you do? Before you go pick anybody up, spray your car.
Yep. Clean the seats out and
Clean
everything.
the seats. Do everything you need to do like you're going to your first ride. And these are the things, these are the little things that we at PAX are learning to process, to make sure that we tell people to do that.
Yep.
We're not telling you what to do. We're just suggesting. And the suggestion is so that you can have better business.
And you're going to get better business out of it.
And you're going to get better business.
And see, and that's what I did.
Needless to say, this lady called me for today at 8 o'clock. Miss Betty Ball is going to get her picked up by me. And again, one of the things that I'm going to make sure is that my car smells like new.
Yep, that's what you got to do. And that's what I do. I make sure my floors are clean. Like I always wipe my floors down. My floors are clean. My seats, I got this Lysol desensitizer because my seats all have heated and cooled seats. So there's air inside of my seats. So what I do is I'll spray all the interior down. Everything's interior. And then you hit all your your coolers down, because now you want to blow any condensation, anything out of your seats. Because if that stuff sits in there, it smells like what's ever in there. If you got heated or cool seats, always run them just to get the old smells through the chambers, out of the chambers. Let them run for a while. Spray the inside of the car as they're running, because that air goes through your system and now it's coming up through your seats and everything. So you need to clean those systems out. Make sure nothing clogs them. Like if you're spraying stuff on your seats, like, Armor All and shit like that, that can sit down inside of all those little chambers or whatever. And when you turn them on one day, you're going to have this weird Armor All oily smell in your car and shit. Like, what the fuck is that smell? Got to run them, clean them. Keep that shit cleaning, man.
Yeah.
So that's what I do a lot.
True.
Yeah. So, man.
True.
But tomorrow's going to be pretty fun, man. Tomorrow's fun. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Now, for everybody who actually got the phone call, I was going to say, what time are we going to meet?
Yeah, you're going to get a phone call. You'll let everybody once we know who they have picked, okay, because I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Neither do you.
No, I was surprised I even got a call.
They base it on scores and what they feel that it fits their needs.
Yeah.
It's going to be a genre that's pretty flexible. So we'll see what happens with that. Yep. And it'll start at we'll meet at 5 o'clock to make sure that A, all the cars are done right. B, we'll drive as a caravan to the spot. Okay,
nice. I like it.
It'll be semi-presidential, but it's not presidential. Once we get there, a lot of these people are being shuttled in with buses. We're not going to be in the rideshare group, but we're going to be segregated for PAX. PAX only will be there. And it's going to be right by where the shuttles are coming in. So when people come out, we want to make sure that all of our cars have the PAX labels on the doors, on the back windows, and the front windows, unilaterally the same way. So we all look like you did today on your car. We put PAX on the back window, on the back door, on the other side, and on your front. So that way,
and the PAX is pretty small. Like for people that's wondering, it's a really small decal. I mean, it's not something huge and gaudy. Like when you see these Uber lights are huge. No, it's not. Like it's a real small decal, just like an accent decal. That's all it is. So when you
It's
see it on
just
a
like
car,
this with
yep,
with this at the end.
yep, that's it. So it's like soup. It's the size of a card, basically, just a size of a card sitting next to your car. That's all it is. So for a lot of people that think, well, I don't want to put that on my car. If you've been driving on an Uber light, this is about a third of the size of one of them Uber lights. About a third the size of it is not that massive. So
And
I
if
know
you don't want to put them on, that's okay. Then you won't participate in this event.
Yeah, because there's going to be more events. We're going to have events with cars. We're going to have events with not just black car service. We're going to have like white cars, gray cars, blue cars, whatever. So we're going to always have different things popping up. Because like I said, when you're part of a team and you're part of a growing organization, you're going to have so many more opportunities than what Lyft and Uber are giving you. Lyft and Uber are not giving you opportunities like this. They're just giving you surge on your phone and putting quests on your phone, 70 rides for $70. You might do probably 4 or 5 rides and walk away with $500 and be like, damn, man, that was cool. I did like 5 rides. This is almost average about $100 a ride. This is pretty cool right here. This is what we do. But we're not going to sit there and have people meeting us at places and not have rides already set up for them. It's been so many events I've been to like that. Everybody shows up, everybody comes in, and more than half the people don't even get a ride. It's like, I just took 2 hours out of my night sitting around for free when I could have been doing Uber or Lyft or something like that. I'm sitting around
here's the catcher. Here's the catcher. For this event, if you get chosen, there's going to be a flat fee paying for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is because there's nobody. We don't know who's getting what, who's going to get contacted, who's not. But I'll tell you one thing: it's worth your while. For less than from 5:30 to 9 o'clock, it's worth your while.
And you're gonna
have
love
I been wrong? When you went to Tucson, was I wrong?
Oh no, it was fun, man. I ate dinner and everything, man. It was cool. I kicked back, relaxed, man. That was what's up, man. And I tell everybody that day, and from the time I started driving to the time I ended my day, I made $970. 970 because I had my own people, plus I had that ride. 970 in a day, and it was just a random day. It was nothing massive, just a random day. But when you're working with teams and you're doing stuff, you're gonna have days where you almost make $1,000 just from people sending you rides. Hey man, are you busy? No. Can you do this ride? Sure. Hey man, I need help. Can you do this? No. Can you? You're gonna be like, man, I'm doing this, and next thing you know, I'm sitting here on like $300-$400 days, man, and I'm like, and it's like every day a $300-$400 day gets so much easier when you got a team rocking with you. Because you're just taking people's overflow and you're getting calls for projects to be done. You're getting phone calls hitting up. You still got your apps and everything running. But why would you sit around wasting your time with $7 rides all day? You got a $130 ride sitting on the deck. Like tonight, I got to pick up 3 people from the airport tonight, all at one shot. So, of course, I'm going to make good money with that. Because normally, if I'm sitting at the airport, I've shown y'all $15 rides going way far north of the one-on-one, $13 rides, $9, leaving the airport, $11 rides. I'm like, what? Why would I do that? Waste my time with that.
Going to the Biltmore on a black service for $21. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. There's no way it should be like that. You shouldn't be doing that. I'll do black car service. Like I did, I think $22 the other day. It was for like 3 miles, like $7 a mile. I went 3 miles, $22. It was picking somebody up from like a commercial center, taking them to the hotel over on Rio Salada and Priest. That was as far as I went. I was like, cool. That was easy to do. I was like, all right. And after that is when I came, because I was headed home and I got the ping. So I went ahead and just stopped at the house, got all my stuff together, my coolers, all my ice and everything. Had to get all my drinks for my ride. That was it. Easy days, man. These are not hard days. When you hear people driving, 80 hours a week, fighting through all this traffic, dealing with all these people, throwing up and arguing with customers, arguing with clients, that's a rough life. I can't live like that. I mean, I want to enjoy what I do every day. I want to wake up and enjoy this. I don't wake up and fight these apps every day. Like, no, hell no. It's like, I ain't dealing with that.
It's bad enough we have to fight the driving that we're doing, the stress level of the customer getting upset with us because you wanted to pick up on door number 3 and they want to go onto door number 6.
Exactly.
How many times has that happened? They order a black ride. The pin shows that you're on door number 3 on either terminal, and these guys are on the opposite side where the traffic is jammed up, And
Oh
then you
yeah,
tell them, can you
South.
walk across? And what do to you? They cancel you
Oh yeah,
because
none of that
and
because they're entitled.
it's like
You gotta
we're
drive up
doing
to
them a
me. It's like,
favor. It's
yeah, they
like they're
feel so
doing us a
entitled.
favor.
So I'm like, nope, nope, done with those airport pickups, man. I haven't done airport pickups in I don't know how long. It's just, to me, they're just not even worth it. And I wish it wasn't going through the apps. I wish it was just going through like people, like they could communicate with us. Lyft doesn't allow you to text people if your car is moving. Even when you stop, the app is still moving, so you can't even text people. Nobody's answering the phones and shit like that. So driving on Lyft is just, it's pointless. I mean, you're just driving into an abyss. Every time you accept a ride, you don't know what the hell's gonna happen, and it's like, do I want to deal with this shit? It's like, it's a nightmare, man. It's a nightmare. But I'm glad that everything's changing now, man.
Well, the game is changing.
Oh yeah,
and we're different than everybody else. We're just different. The team that we're building is a team that's not a selfish team. It's not a team that is braggadocious about what they did and how they did it and how they're doing it, and that they're doing private rides all the time. Listen, private rides, we were doing it 5 years ago. You and I were. We were talking to people about it, and now it's building up to it, and they are understanding that, and now they're getting educated by it. That's great. But hey, listen, that's old story. Right now, it's like you have said it before, and I have said it before. We can't think about today's new changes, which is private rights. Right now, that's too late. If you're doing private rights right now, you're behind the 8 ball, okay? Because you need to be 3 steps ahead. Right now, we're facing autonomous cars. We're facing the future of ride service being changed somewhat. So how are we going to differentiate ourselves from anybody else? Do events. Do certain things that we cater to. Catering to the customer. Making sure that you serve them alcohol in the cars like you would a limo service.
A limo.
What's the difference?
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
They want to eat. They want to go places to eat. Take them to places to eat. Or better yet, call us. Let us know ahead of time. Can you get us a couple of water burgers like Derek did for me? Asked me to do for his family when I picked them up.
Because when they're landing, they've been on a long flight.
Water burgers sitting in the chairs for them.
See, and that's what you got to do, and that's why I tell people you got to get drink trays and you got to get food trays, because when people are riding, they want that level of service where they feel like they're in first class on a flight, but it's first class on the ground.
And again, now we're telling people what they should be doing, but if you don't do it and get ahead of it, you're going to be left behind. You know, like private services right now, private clients. Okay, if you're doing them right now, you're still behind the 8 ball. Why? Because things are evolving, is changing. Okay, this is something that we discussed 4 years ago. Yeah, if it wasn't for the private services, we wouldn't be making the money that we're making today.
Oh yeah.
When it's dead, oh my goodness, what do we do in the summertime if we didn't have our private clients?
Oh, we'd be struggling. You'd be taking pigeon rides just to make a couple of bucks to put in your tank, man. So that's King Jordan asked a question. King Jordan says, on Paxa, they have an option for the rider where they tell the driver they have 2 or 3 luggages.
Yes, there will be. There will be saying how many people are being picked up and how much luggage is going to be done. It's actually right now in the process of being put on before the end of this quarter.
Okay.
So it's being done. And one of the things that I want to make sure that everybody knows, Jeff did one of the rides this past Monday, I believe it was, and he found some glitches. And one of them was to make sure that their license plate and certain things were presented on the app. Because you can have 3 black SUVs arriving at the same time, but you don't know their license plate. Which one are you going to go into? Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, guess what? What Jeff did is It's being implemented by this Sunday.
Already.
Already. He came up with it. He's submitted the suggestion, and the suggestion was uploaded to make sure that we make that a priority.
Yep.
Because
and I got suggestions from Ed, because Ed was like, because I was picking up Ed from the airport, and he was like, there's no way that I can see like where you are. Like, it doesn't say which car you're in. It doesn't say like a license plate number. He said, I tried to use the telephone. It would just call my own phone back. So I was like, yep, these are all. And that's the thing. When you get on the PAX app, there's a small bug in the top corner. There's no other apps like it. You see that little small blue bug in the top corner right here by my finger right here.
I see it right there.
That little small blue bug right there. Every driver out there can tap that button at any minute, describe the exact issue they're having. Guaranteed that issue will be fixed before you get back on the app within the next couple of days. You're gonna be like, oh shit, they already fixed it already? Yep, they move fast. Because if you say, hey, something's wrong with this app, because if I go through here, it won't show, my dollar amount or something. It won't show this. But if I go this way, it will. They'll adjust it. They'll fix it. No app out there has a bug feature that allows you to say, this is something that's happening. Can you adjust this? Are you on Android or you on iPhone? That's the first thing I'll ask you. You on Android or iPhone?
Well, the first thing that everybody needs to understand, this app is not made for PAX. Okay? What do I mean by this app not being built for PAX? This app is being built for the driver. So however the driver wants to utilize it and wants to improve it, we are going to listen to it and implement it immediately.
Exactly.
The whole concept of this app is a driver driven app. The whole idea, this is for a driver. This is not for PAX to deal. You're telling us that you have issues with a percentage or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Let's figure it out. We showed you it's all black and white. You came up with it also when you found out, well, let me see how much did I get paid. This is what the ride cost. This is how much I received. This is how much they tipped. This is my total amount. How simple is that?
Keep it simple.
There's no
because with a lot of apps, there's too much
type of equations to figure out how that happened. Did we charge $5 for the pickup and then $1 a mile and then 25 cents a minute and this and that? No, it's flat. Here you go. It's from this point to this point, it's X dollars.
And that's why we did it like that on PAX, because there's too many people driving around in a car trying to do math. They're driving around trying to do math to figure out if they just got screwed over or not. And we all figured out, man, they lied on me on the upfront, or they said they were going to give me a $6 surge and they gave me a $6 surge, but then they deducted $3 from my upfront fare. I mean, it's all over the place. These apps got you doing way too much math as you're trying to focus on driving. So on PAX, we said we want to make it super simple. I just want to see three numbers. I want to see the fare, I want to see what I got paid, and the total or whatever. That's it. And if they added a tip, that's the fourth number. That's it. Say it shouldn't be a whole bunch of stuff I'm jumping through. I know how much, when you open up the receipt panel, it looks exactly the same. There's not a whole lot. You don't have to do a bunch of mental gymnastics to figure out which number goes with which number. If there's a percentage of this taken from that and what's going left and what's going. It's too much. It's too much. Even opening up Uber and Lyft, you open it, you're going to see about 8 numbers down your screen. And you got to mess with 8 numbers just to figure out at the bottom number what you got. So you don't have a calculator. You don't have time to figure that out. They can screw with you. So instead of saying that, they say, hey, who created the PAX app? Daniel Sidler and Danny Bunn. They're basically the ones that created the app. They came up with the idea, created the app, got with some app developers, and they started creating. They're still in the process of building it. We're still in, I would call it the first iteration. There's still a few kinks to work out, but for the level of amount of drivers we have on the app, it's not crazy. We don't want to have 2,000 people on the app right now while we're still going through iterations. That means you got to fix 2,000 accounts. If you only have 5 to 10 people on it, you can slowly fix things as you're going on. That's way, once we got all the kinks worked out,
that way.
Yep, we open it up to a bigger platform. And that's why, a lot of people say, I want to get on right now. We're still working out things. Like I said, but when I went to the airport, They didn't show what car I was showing up in. They didn't show the color of the car. They didn't show my license plate number. So now that that's fixed, everybody's not going to be sending support that message. Oh man, when I got to the airport, my customer didn't know what car I was in. You won't have that issue. We only have a small amount of people on the app. Only one person had that issue. We fixed it. Now nobody else has that issue. That's why you don't have a lot of people flooding support with the exact same repetitive issue over and over, because that ends up becoming, that's breeding grounds. We've seen it's breeding grounds of people talking shit about an app that's trying to come off the ground. It becomes breeding ground with everybody complaining. Oh, this app is trash. This app ain't nothing like Uber. This app is trash. Man, Uber and Lyft still got problems, and they like 15 years in the works. Oh, this app is garbage. I'm getting off this app. This app is nothing. We've seen it all before. So because we saw that coming down the pipe, we said, this is what we do. We don't release it to too many people. Release it to people who understand engineering, understand coding, understand fixing things. We release it to those people. We don't release it to anybody that's a complainer. If they're a complainer, they don't get the release. If they're a whiner, a bitchy person, they don't get on the release, because all they're going to do is whine and bitch about it. They don't get on the release. They get it when there's nothing to bitch about. When we fix enough, now we'll give it to the person that bitches all the time. It's like, because we can pick and choose who we want on the app. It's a private app. It's not a public app.
You couldn't have said that statement better. Mm-hmm. You couldn't have said it, because we know that there's a lot of people that like to whine.
Yeah.
And you know, and they like to say, oh, I don't know why this, or I don't know why that. Oh yeah. You know, this app is all so messed up. But I understand that it'll get fixed. But right now
they just feel like bitching right now. They just feel like bitching.
And by the way, we're not looking for fixed workarounders. We don't want to do a workaround on anything. All we want to do is want to fix the issue. We got an issue, let's fix it.
Yep. That's
am I right or am I wrong?
And we move forward with that, because we don't harp on problems. I'm a person if I see a problem, my main goal is solving it. It's not just talking about it and bitching about it. But there's some people in civilization, they want to discuss the problem and just bitch about it, because it gets them their energy that they had pent up for whatever reason. They just want to bitch. It's like, but how do you fix it? You start where you are. Where do you want to be? Okay, how do we work through it? How do we get there? Once you solve the problem, they can't bitch no more. So a bitchy person has no value in a system like this, because we fix problems. Bitchy people just want to bitch about problems. So if the problem won't exist that long, they're going to have nowhere to be. They're going to say, well, I can't complain about nothing around here. I ain't got nowhere to be. This place sucks. I'm looking for something to complain about. Y'all keep fixing everything.
I can't tell you how close we are to making such a big change in ride service. I mean, I have sat down and I have been up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. You've texted me. I've talked to you. I've dealt with people while people are sleeping. How close this sleeping giant is ready to explode and make the ride service industry change drastically.
Oh yeah. Because there's no app out there that's going to let somebody see the driver who's coming to pick them up, see their car, and actually hear their personality on a video. You can hear my personality on a video. Like, hey, how you doing? Thank you for choosing PAX. My name is Jeff, and I'll be your driver today if you choose me. I'm also a podcaster. Used to be a corporate accountant, retired from that. I got 2 sons, 4 dogs. Let's go. And they're going to be like, oh, I like this dude, man. I like him.
He's to the point, he's funny, and he gets to the point across.
Yeah, most people are just like, man, I just pull up, you see a driver, a rating, and a car. That's it. What is the rate? Somebody could be rated bad because, they just had a lot of shitty riders. I mean, it's not always the driver's problem. Sometimes riders get in they just had a fight with their wife or a fight with their husband. They get in, they're already bitter. So it's going to be a bad ride for them because they're bitter. So they're going to rate a driver low. But you might say that driver shouldn't have been rated low because he's actually got a good personality. He's a good person. He's funny. I like him. I want to choose him.
On a bad rating at PAX. The moment that we receive that thumbs up or thumbs down, we get a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah.
You get a thumbs down, what's going to happen? It's going to give you a signal, and it's going to go to the team lead of that group for the teams, because we've got to remember, we're sectioning this whole thing into teams to help each other out, right?
Yep.
That team leader, the person on the top of the chain on that team, is going to say, hey, Jeff, Well, tell me about the ride that you just had maybe 5 minutes ago. Oh, this lady was really blah 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 blah. She was upset because her husband spilled wine in the carpet, and she was just very angry. Oh, okay. And then did you say anything? Did you do anything? No, she was just angry. Okay. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
understandable. She
Yep,
had
yep.
a bad day. She was having a bad day.
You don't deactivate a driver. You don't
You
go.
don't
You don't bitch
deactivate
out
a
a
driver
driver.
for that
You
reason.
already
You
know the
don't give
rider
them a
came in
bad
with that.
rating on it. You
Yep.
call that lady and say, "Hey, ma'am, how you doing today? This is such and such from PAX. What can we do to help you out to have a better day or whatever the case might be?" And then she goes, "You know what? To be honest with you, the driver was really, really good. And in reality, I was so upset. I just put a thumbs down, not at him, just at life in general."
Yeah, because
Well,
it be like
we
that
just fix
sometimes.
that whole thing and we take it out and disappears. No
Yep,
more.
yep.
It doesn't
And it
work
be like
against
that.
you.
And see, and so many apps out there, they want to already make them customer centric to where they won't even listen to the driver side of the story. With PAX, we listen to the driver side of the story first. Be like, hey, because you're our first priority. We deal with you every day. What's the deal, man? We gonna talk to the driver first before anything. And if we start getting the same complaints to that driver over and over, we know that driver's full of shit and he's lying. You got to go because we got 4 complaints, the exact same issue. We let you stay on his app for. We're not gonna let one person change and get you deactivated like Uber and Lyft. Just let one person can get you deactivated. On PAX, it's gonna take about 5 people to get you kicked off of PAX. Because if 5 people say the same thing, man, this motherfucker showed up. I don't think he showers. Next driver, this motherfucker showed up. Next rider, this motherfucker showed up. He don't shower. His car's fucking dirty. Next person shows up. Man, if we keep hearing that over and over, like, bro, why everybody's saying your car is dirty and you don't shower? What's going on? Oh man, pings be happening at the worst time possible. Well, when you wake up, you got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready. When I wake up, I eat breakfast. I get shit going. You got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready. I mean, this is how you create business. You don't think business is gonna just stay, in your. Oh man, wait till I shower up and change clothes, lady. No. You gotta wake up, get ready, already be ready. So when shit starts happening, you already involved. Like when I get up and I don't get dressed for my day, I don't even turn my apps on because I'm not ready. I don't care if it's a $60 surge I'm sitting on top of. I'm not ready. And the last thing I'm gonna do is have somebody complain about me. I ain't showered. I ain't ate. I had to go drop the dog off and go by the post office. I ain't ready yet. I'm not working. And a lot of people don't care about that. Yeah, they're like, oh man, but it was $60, bro. But you would never turn that person to a client. You showed up with paint on your arm from yesterday, painting the fucking bedroom. You ain't showered. Your clothes is dirty. Your car dusty as hell. You went through a mud hole. But I need that $60. If you would have stayed clean, that 60 could have turned into like 600. But you ain't staying clean though. All you gonna get is 60 out of that. It's not a good deal.
You never know. You never know who you're picking up.
Yep.
You never know. It could be one of the wealthiest people in the world riding in your car. In the moment, the first impression. Remember, first impression is what counts.
Exactly.
They can come and open the door and you didn't open it for them. Now they got the first impression of you.
Yeah. Yep.
You didn't get out of the car.
Jeff, same way. Yep.
You didn't get out of the car to open the door and say, "Hello, Mrs. Jones." Right there.
Yeah.
She's got the first impression.
Yep. They're like, we pay for prime service. We pay $300 for a night out at dinner and everything. And you're like, hey, sorry, shit. You'll see, that's why even when I meet people on Lyft or whatever, I make sure they realize that my car is very inviting. It stays clean. It stays this. Because even if they say, man, Lyft's got some really nice cars. Lyft is good. No, this is my car. Here's my business card. If you want this car to come again, this is who you call. You call Lyft again, you may not get this. It's like shit. You might be like, Lyft is nice, man. I like using Lyft. Lyft be having the cleanest trucks. Lyft is a motherfucker. I'm not Lyft. I'm just on a platform right now. I might not be on Lyft again for another 3 weeks. You think you're gonna get this again? You better call me direct. It's like, jeez. But yeah. So I'm trying to get my one client.
That's basically everything that happened today. We had a really good interviews with a few people that came in. We gave them the updates of the app, what we're gonna be doing. I actually met this man right here from San Diego. He's a good guy. If Jack, he watches the podcast all the time. He knows who you are and who I am. And he drove from from Tucson to see us.
What? Damn. So
Yeah,
he came up today. Oh, that's what's up. That's
yeah.
what's
His
up.
name is Jack Trax. I don't
So
know
is
if you
he?
know who Jack Anderson is, but he's the guy that showed up, and very inviting, very nice, very warm person. And
Cool.
I hope that we can see him and do more things in the Tucson area
Yeah,
for him.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So
He
he's gonna
told
be
me
a
that
PAX
one of
driver
the
down
things he
there.
wants to do is actually purchase a large SUV, because he's tired of getting customers that have 6 golfing bags and they can't fit it in his
Oh yeah,
in his
Tucson
car.
is notorious for that. A lot
Yeah.
of golfing down there. A lot of golfing.
But it was neat because we got to meet a lot of people,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of them came in to introduce themselves, and they may understand that they may not be on right now, not today, not tomorrow, but there'll be faces that they will qualify, and it'll be in a position that when we do open everything up, we're going to have the Pro Packs available for everybody to use. And once you do 50 of those rides and you have a qualifying car, you can move up to the elite group. And the elite group pays a lot more than anything else.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm waiting on. See how. Thank you, Brian, for the super chat, brother. Keep up the good work, bro. This is what we're trying to do around here, man.
That's right, Brian. Thank you,
We ain't
Brian.
playing, man. We ain't playing. Because we're trying to get drivers just to realize their worth, man. We're one of those only podcasts that want to see everybody win. And there's too many people, especially in like the delivery industry and stuff like that. Too many people are always putting people down to make themselves seem more important. And I don't like that. I don't like when people I think Jamil's phone. There it is.
Oh,
yeah. I don't like those channels that got to put other people down, like other delivery drivers down or whatever, to make themselves seem like their deliveries are so much better. Oh, I get bangers all day. I'm a better delivery driver than you. It's weird. Same with drivers. I'm a better driver than you. I get better drivers. It's like, that's weird. Like, don't do that. Like,
no. Or to tell us,
my buddy Greg. Thank you, brother.
I covered the valley from the 303 to the 202, or from the 101 all the way down to Tucson. Listen, that's great. That's great that you covered the whole valley. But,
I'm a region driver.
Doesn't matter here. And I don't care what people did in the past. Just because I was an executive and a business owner, you were an executive, an accountant, and all of that. Bottom line, right now, we're in a group that are trying to do one thing, and that's change the environment of ride service. We are trying to make the breakthrough as pioneers of this industry. You're a pioneer, Jeff. You are a pioneer.
I'm a Kirkwood pioneer. Actually, my high school mascot were pioneers. They were Kirkwood pioneers.
You see?
Real shit.
I'm telling you. So you're a pioneer when it comes down to doing this, changing the thoughts of people's movement. I have come in, and luckily I've been able to piggyback with our podcast here, your podcast, in regards to teaching people, doing everything.
Mr. Darius, appreciate it, brother.
Hey, Darius, thank you very much.
Yeah, and that's what we should be, even as drivers, as contractors. I mean, be willing to share it. Now, even when I first started the podcast, I would tell people all the time, there's no real secrets to rideshare. You always say, I got a secret, and I'm not telling anybody my secret spot, and then telling them, I'm like, there is no secret spot. Clients are clients. You could sit around all day trying to get these secret pigeon rides all day. It's trash. It's all trash. The secret is in knowing how to talk to people to get them to use you as a private driver. We teach that on this channel. If you want to use that type of method, if you don't, and you want to sit around waiting on surge all day, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out.
We don't need that. If you don't want to follow our method of operations, hey, listen, it's only a suggestion.
Yeah, exactly.
Suggestions. I'm not telling you what to do. But some of these guys take it personal. They're saying, "What the fuck? He's telling me what to do." And I've been in business for 65 years. If you've been in business for 65 years, why in the fuck are you still doing this at your age?
65, but I'm only 50 years old.
Yeah.
I've been in business for 65 years, motherfucker. I was negative 15 doing rides, motherfucker. It's like, what is
exactly?
But, yeah, and that's the thing is like, if you just show people how to really do this, like with confidence and approach people, like when I talk to people in my car, I speak with confidence. I don't speak like I'm trying to do some sketchy shit. I say, hey, the next time you need a ride, instead of you going through Uber, Lyft, here's my private number right here. Say, I'll take cash app, Venmo, whatever you want to do. You can hit me up, 30 minutes before you got to go somewhere. You could book me the next day, whatever. Talk with confidence. And if you don't know how to pitch, go in the bathroom, pitch it in a tone in which you imagine yourself talking to somebody. Don't be scared. Because like whenever you do a meeting or you go to public speaking classes, I took public speaking, always made A's in public speaking. You got to speak in the pitch that you're practicing in and how you really talk to somebody. So if I'm like, hey, let's, because it's giving you that tone of voice, it's giving you when to stop your sentence, it's giving you when to open up and break into another topic. That's how you pitch to somebody. You say, hey, I know you guys booked the Uber Lyft this time, but if next time you guys want to try, you put focus on next time, you add emphasis to that word. But next time you want to use something, don't be like, I know you guys use Uber and Lyft, but next time you guys want to do something, I think you should. They're going to be like, what the fuck, you monotone motherfucker? You got to be like, listen, the next time you book, do not use Uber and Lyft. I'm going to save you guys some money. I do airport too. Here's my car. Throw anything in there you can. You've got 15 to 20 seconds. 15 to 20 seconds to give them the most amazing pitch you can before they climb their ass out of this car. If you're talking about it on the ride, that's one thing. I usually do my pitch right before they're getting out. And sometimes if I'm driving and they're really impressed, they be like, hey, man, you got a card. They do that as I'm driving. But if you haven't done that, if you're listening to music and you're going through something, don't break the energy just to do a pitch. Save that pitch for the end. 15, 20-second pitch at the end. Don't be driving, listen to Michael Jackson, everybody jamming like, yeah, you like this Michael Jackson? Yeah, I love it too. Hey, actually, I'm a private driver, man. If you want to listen to more Michael Jackson, just give me a card. Don't break the fucking energy. Let Michael play. When you get to where you're dropping off at, that's when you say, listen, I'm also a driver. I know you guys use Uber and Lyft, but next time you guys want to take a ride, here's my car.
You didn't use the emphasis of next time.
Yeah, so next time you guys use a ride, you got to throw that shit on there and let people know, man. He said, damn, you both on this TV, big on this TV. But yeah, you got to be short and to the point. If you've got a long, drawn out fucking paragraph, they may think you are wasting their time and their effort and their energy. You've got to be to the point. Only hit the part. If they text you later, you could talk about all that shit later. Get to the point. Hey, I'm also a private driver. So the next time you use a ride here, take my card. You know what I'm saying? This and that. I can save you guys some money. I also do airport. This. Oh, cool. No problem. Hey, I could take up to 7 if you guys got a bigger group. And as they're shutting the door, like, all right, thank you. Have a great night. If they text you back, that's when you finish with whatever you wanted to say. Do not hold these people up because that will irritate people more than ever. When you hold them up to try to sell them some shit and they keep trying to pull away from the car and you keep saying, yeah, and I've been doing this for like 10 years and you guys, and they trying to pull away. And guess what? I also got another car. And if you need, and they trying to pull away and like, and if you guys are doing dinner or a movie, motherfucker, you pissed them off. They'll never use you now because you only had 10, 15, 20. Get it out. Let them walk. Text them later if they text you back. If they want you, they'll text you. If they don't, then they won't. But don't ever hold a person up from moving forward. That's going to irritate them more than ever. And that's my little, pro tip. That's what the Dolphins be saying. Pro tip, do not hold people up if you're shooting a pitch. You got 10, 15, 20 seconds. Get it done. Get them out of there. That's it. Don't do no 5-minute pitch.
It's not pro quo. It's pro tip.
Pro tip. The pro tip. And that's the thing. Do not hold somebody up for a 2-3 minute sales pitch, 5-minute sales pitch. Nah, they already don't want you already. You've irritated them. It's like, damn it. Yeah, man. But that's what we're trying to do, man. Get this out, man. We're trying to get this out. Let's make it happen.
I just hope that everybody knows that we're making changes. We're making changes.
Yeah, definitely.
And I appreciate all of the work that you've done, Jeff, on your end. There's things that happen on the back end there that nobody knows, but you do a lot of things for me and for PAX.
Oh yeah,
and I appreciate you.
This is what we do, brother. We take care of each other, my man. This is what we do. Like I said, we got a lot of drivers on this channel. I say we all are part of the 300, man. Yeah, anybody ask me,
and everybody wanted to join the 300, even PAX. That's how you came all about in regards to PACs. They wanted to join the 300.
Oh yeah, because they see the energy, man. They see we are resisting poverty by not allowing these apps to push us deeper into poverty by buying equipment, buying insurance, upgrading insurance, doing all this, and they're pushing us deep into poverty. Because once you're poor, you're easier to control. Once you have that financial freedom, you got a true sense of freedom. You got something to negotiate. You got leverage. You can say no to a shit ride. But when you're poor, you can't say no to it. You've got to take the shit they give you because you can't say no. You have to take it or you don't eat. You got to take it or you can't pay a mortgage. You got to take it or you can't pay rent. When you get that financial leverage and that financial freedom, you start developing power as an independent contractor to where you say, you know what? I'm taking this week off because you guys ain't doing it. The screen's been gray all week and the surges are really not surges all week. Nope. And you start doing your private clients. You start hammering on your private clients. You start texting your private clients. You start advertising. That's how you do it.
PACS is empowering the driver. That's all I can say.
Yep,
PACS is really empowering the driver.
Yep. PAX means power and experience. PAX, power and experience. Because you know the longer you drive Uber and Lyft, the lower they gonna pay you. The only industry where the more you work, the less you get paid.
But guess what? It's changing. We're changing it. It's all going to change because it's bringing back the good old days of ride. Back then, we called it rideshare. Remember back in 2016, 2017, we were making money hand over fist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, this is what PAX is bringing back.
Yep. Taking away the public transportation aspect. They're making you true private rides, not this public transportation field. You picking up every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there. Dirty people, clean people, trashy people, drunk people, mean people, nice people. That's public transportation. That's bus shit. We're going back to where the riders are respectful. The drivers are respectful. Everybody respects the transaction. Everybody respects the money. Everybody respects the service. That's where we're getting back to, because the disrespect that a lot of drivers have done in delivery, drivers get disrespected in delivery, drivers get disrespected in rideshare. People are just throwing disrespect around because the entitlement is real. I have an app on my phone, so you have to take me. Motherfucker, you 600 pounds. I don't care. You have to take me because I have this app. The respect is not there. Respect my vehicle. Call a bigger vehicle. Nope. You have to take me because I called you. The disrespect has gotten too real, and we're bringing respect back into the game. Respect me as a driver. I respect you as a rider. We respect the transaction. We respect the community like that. Because all this entitlement shit is getting out of hand right now.
And bringing the fact of community, we're bringing this. This is a local app. This app is local.
Arizona.
Arizona. So what does that mean? It means that all the money stays in Arizona.
Yeah.
It sure stays here. And guess what? We're going to spend that money in Arizona. It's
and we're trying to get every city out there to do the same thing.
To San Francisco. It's not going to Denver. It's not going anywhere. It's
to anybody who's invested into the apps. Yeah. When you got worldwide governments investing into the apps, you got worldwide governments out there. What's happening? They're grabbing all the money out of our individual communities, pulling it to wherever they are. So when they pull that money, that leaves our communities desolate. Now we don't have reinvestment money. We don't have we got to sit and rely on government assistance, welfare to rebuild our communities up. And they're not giving us welfare to the point of rebuilding a community. They give you enough welfare to keep you from starving. They never fill you up. PAX is going to fill you up. It's going to give you enough money to where, man, you can make almost $1,000 in a day on an easy day, make $1,000 in a day. And you sitting there like, damn, I ain't had a day like that in a minute. It's no event going. There's nothing even going on. So how can you make this much money in a day to where ain't nothing? You're not working crazy hours, hard hours, beating yourself in your car up. You're going through a app that's designed for professional drivers. You're a professional private driver. You are not a pigeon. You're not looking for a $3 surge. You're not looking for 30% surge. No, you're going to get paid what you're worth because the rates are demanding that. The entitlement is gone. Nobody's entitled to get into my truck just because they got Lyft on their app and I happen to have a Lyft light in my car. Hey, man, you got to pick me up. I'll cancel your ass. You can call Lyft about it, but this is not paying me enough. If you want me to take you, I'll take you for $75. We pay the app $85. I just want to leave it on the app. You didn't leave it on the app. Shit. Bloop, cancel.
Get somebody else.
Hell yeah. And I'm driving on because the entitlement has gotten out of control. Just because you got the app don't mean you're entitled to get into my private vehicle. I'm telling you how much it will cost you to pay me, because Lyft is not respecting me. Lyft feels that they're entitled to our shit. Uber feels they're entitled to our shit. Hey, if you got our app on the phone, then you have to pick these people up at that price. I ain't got to do shit I don't want to do. I have a freedom to decline, freedom to cancel, whenever, for any reason. If the reason is I'm not being paid enough, and I talk to this guy and this guy says, well, I'm willing to pay you straight up, then that's my reason for canceling. Make me not cancel by paying me right. When you pay me right, I will not cancel the transaction. When you pay me wrong, the probability of me canceling is getting higher and higher. So make sure I don't cancel by paying me. That's how you solve that problem.
I agree, Jeff. I agree.
Yeah,
with
man.
You. And you know, one thing, guys, if you listen to Jeff's podcast and our discussions, everything we say, there's no lie into it. We tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You may not agree with us, okay?
Yeah.
And that's okay. By all means, that's okay not to agree. It's okay to agree to disagree or disagree to agree, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to change my way of thinking. It's not going to change Jeff's way of thinking. We are here as public people trying to give you ideas to better yourself. Yeah. And that is a fact of 100%, because Jeff he'll give you the shirt off your back.
I've done it many times. I've given people motorcycles for free, cars for free. I've given people thousands of dollars worth of, hey man, just take it.
I've said it all along. I mean, why is it that it's easy for me to always share my rides with you? Because I can trust you.
Because we know how it are.
I'll tell you one thing. If it was another driver, what happened on Wednesday? I mean, on Thursday. It was a Thursday. A Wednesday. Yeah. What happened on Wednesday? They would have wanted a cut of what they were offering you. Am I right?
And a lot of times, and I tell people like this, if I get a ride to the point where I do something and I feel like, hey man, you know what? I appreciate that. Let me slide you a couple of bucks.
If you want to,
we can do that. We can do that all the time. And with PAX, they're going to make it to where if I transfer rides back and forth, because I feel they're going to say, hey, 5%, and the 5% will just keep stacking. You might transfer, 4 or 5 rides that week, no matter what they are. Just think 5% of what that ride was about.
$50.
Yeah. $2.50. That's it. So you're going to get $2.50 stacking up. If it's like, okay, cool. My client says, you may need a ride later. All right, cool. But let's go. Let's say if somebody sets you up with a transaction on PAX and it comes out to $250, you multiply that times 5%. That's $12.50 you get. So if you do that twice a day, that's $25 a day that you're getting. $25 a day you're getting from setting up rides. If you do that for 5 days, it's $125 a week for rides you don't even do. $125 a week of rides that you don't even do. 4 weeks, that's $500 a month. You're getting paid for rides that you don't even do. You're getting $500 a month off of PAX of rides you don't even do. $500 a month is a truck note. I only pay $560 a month for my truck. So if I'm sending rides to people just every day, like, you know what, I can't do that and do this, I end up, my truck is paid by other drivers actually driving. I'm getting $500 off of other drivers driving. So my truck is like a free truck. It's a free truck, and I'm not even doing the rides. They say, dude, how's your truck paid for? Just by giving out my rides.
Bottom line is that we're not greedy. You know, we think of each other as brotherhoods. This is a brotherhood. This is family taking care of family.
Yeah.
Right? I pass it on to you. Hey, listen, TJ, how many times have I passed it on to you?
At least like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 times, right?
Yep.
And who is he? People wouldn't know who he is, but he's a top player in Arizona.
Top dog. Yeah, DJ's a top dog, man.
He's a top dog. And you know what? Only 2 people he wants to ever get picked up by: Jeff Watts and Jim.
I think his kids like me. His kids think I'm funny.
Yeah, you think that's because you take them to In-N-Out Burger.
Hell yeah, his kids think I'm funny. I'm like, hey, I got kids that are their age, so I know how to talk to kids their age. It's like, man, they're funny as hell. We just been there cracking up about everything under the sun. They think I'm funny. It's like, hey, man, my kids make me a better dad. My kid makes me relatable to kids like y'all. That's what it is. But man.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that. Thank you very much again.
Oh,
I'm
no
going to
problem,
get
brother.
off the
Oh yeah,
line for you so you can take more stuff. But keep on doing a great job, Jeff.
Oh man, no problem, brother.
And let's not forget this.
Oh yeah, the PAX. Let's do it. Get you a wooden PAX card.
Yeah, there's a wooden one.
Man.
Okay.
All right, brother.
See you later, and I'll see you on the road, Jeff.
Okay, cool. See you out there, brother. Be easy.
Take care.
Easy. All right.
Bye, everybody.
That was my man, PJ. We call him Pax Jim. He's PJ. He's not pajamas. He's PJ. That's Pax Jim. I'm like, let me send you PJ. He's going to come pick you up. Who the fuck's PJ? That's Pax Jim. He's like, me, I'm PJ Professional Jeff. That's when I put my hat on. I'm Professional Jeff. That's Pax Jim. He said a Pax tattoo coming soon. After your first 1,000 rides, you get a Pax tattoo for free. Tattoo it right on your forehead, Pax. And we'll tax your barcode on your chin. Like, how about right here? Just put your phone up to your nose. Like, oh yeah, man, fucking book me. Make sure you fucking book me. Okay, yeah. Put your chin out there. Fucking book me, man. All right, I'm gonna book you, bro. All right. You get the QR code right on your chin. Free of charge. Man. Yeah, but as I've been sitting on this live stream, it's Friday. I got one of my other clients hit me up, so I'm like, ugh. So I had to let her know that I do have a 9:45, so hopefully she can actually get me. I can pick her up before I pick up my airport people. Because if I got to pick her up after, it's cool. Even if I got to pick her up after, I got to pass by her anyways. So if I pass by her, I'll swoop her up on the way back. So, and like I said, I got both of those just sitting here on the live stream. These people are like requesting that I come get them. And this is how private rides work. You sit around and your people, they know you exist. If they don't know you exist and people aren't texting you back or whatever, just send them a what's up. They're like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Ain't heard from you in a couple of days. If you need a ride or something like that, let me know. Oh yeah. Actually, Friday we going out. There's 4 of us going out Friday. How much? Quote me from my house to downtown. How much? So you got to shoot out. Sometimes you got to shoot out a little email blast or a text message blast to a couple of people who haven't used your services in a couple of weeks. Because I'm telling you, people use Uber and Lyft all the time. They use it all the time. If they're not contacting you, it might be another private driver they met contacting them. And they're like, oh, thanks, man. Hey, actually, we going because you weren't proactive enough. Because I told you already, Uber and Lyft are sending people messages every day, 30% off, 25% off. I'm getting notifications on my phone all the time for Uber Eats. No delivery fees. I don't even use Uber Eats. I'm like, bro, last time I used Uber Eats was in, I think, St. Louis. No, actually, I did use it out here. I used it out here once because I was working in my garage once. That was when I first bought this house back in 19. I think I used Uber Eats. So it's been that long since I used Uber Eats. And it's like, they keep sending me deals to try to get me back to use Uber Eats again. I'm like, bro, I cook at home. I don't really eat out like that. If I eat out, it's an emergency. I trust my cooking. I like my cooking. I enjoy my house smelling like I just cooked. Because when I walk to that front door and you can smell that cheese, like, ooh, you can smell that bread in the oven. It smells like a nice little bakery when you walk through the front door. It's like, man, you smell a bread in the oven. You smell a pizza crust. You smell the cheese. You smell a pepperonis. Man, I like the smell of food. And that's why I say, if you ever date a woman and you walk in her house and her house don't smell like food, you might not want to fuck with her. I'm just kidding. It's got to smell like something. Like you got to bake a cake or something. You got to, turn some smells on. If you walk in the house and it just smells like a candle, it's like, okay, what smell you trying to cover up? All right, you got a candle burning. Nice. Smells like a hotel or something in here. But, where's the food at? I'm trying to smell some stew. Something. Oh, man. But yeah, man, we had a fun live stream. You guys have really taken care of me today on today's live stream. Last day of February, and I really appreciate that, man. You guys really stand up for this channel. You guys really stand up for it. Oh, no problem, Kev, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Like I said, we stand up for the barbecue because we know there's not a lot of channels out there that give drivers a voice. It's so many rideshare channels out there, so many of them, and delivery channels only give YouTubers a voice. That's it. They will only have YouTubers on there. They won't have just drivers come on and have a conversation with the community. They won't have even people just come up and say how they day went or how they weekend went or something like that. Everybody on YouTube wants to bring on nothing but YouTubers. I do want to have some YouTubers on my channel that can help their channels help us with our retirement packages, savings. Because I mean, you might invest, you might mess around, make an extra 20 grand. That 20 grand might be just what you needed to put money down on a house. And 20 grand over a year is less than $2,000 a month. If you making $1,100 a month extra in like investment, if you making $1,100 a month extra, just investing money, doing little moves here and there, little cash moves. Next year at this time, you'll be buying a house. Next year at this time, you won't be living in a condo. You won't be renting an apartment. You won't be even renting a house. You'll be buying a house next time this year. You got to start at some point. And if you never start, it'll never get done. So once you start talking to people like Crypto Face, you start getting involved with how can I flip my money? Because I don't make enough money. I don't make enough. How can I create more money? You can invest. I went out and bought another truck. That's me investing into myself. Bought a car. That's me investing into myself. Put money in the stock market and Bitcoin. It's me investing in myself. So the dollars I get, I'm multiplying those dollars to become more dollars. So now the $1,000 I got have now became 4,000. How do you take a grand and make it 4 grand? You use that grand, you put a little bit in the gas tank, you put a little bit in Bitcoin, you put a little bit in the gas tank, you put some, and now you've just made $4,000 in gross revenue off that grand. You've made 4 G's off that grand. You've got to learn how to invest money, how to put money into something that's going to bring money back. People spend money. They go to the bar, they go drink, they go spend $250 a weekend drinking. How much is that $250 coming back to them? Are the people they talking to business people? Are they talking to business clients while they're drinking? Are they closing deals while they're drinking? Most of them are just spending the money. It's just money gone. So you can't spend money and turn around and be like, well, I'm trying to get more money back. Well, you're spending it. You're not investing it. When you invest into it, it's something that's going to benefit those around you. When I invest money into YouTube, I invest a lot of money into this channel. When it comes to lights, when it comes to cameras, when it comes to all the systems that I run behind the scenes that you guys don't even know about, there's systems I'm running on this channel, radiating this channel to countries all over the world. And I'm about to invest into a new deal that's a little expensive, but I appreciate the support because you guys are going to help me get it. But it can go anywhere from an extra $100 a month to $200 a month. It's a program. And with that, that'll help radiate this channel even further. So when you think that where's all this money going with it, this is helping people like us radiate our message and get our message out there. So other drivers out there stop using Uber and Lyft to the degree they are, to see you're being a pigeon. You're putting nails in the coffins of everybody out there, taking shit rides, keep the algorithm putting out more shit rides. Our message radiates, and it is only going to help all of us. Because there's a day going to come when you might not want to, you might not have that many private clients lined up. I would love if you just open the app and you had a $200 day in about 4 hours. You're like, damn, it's like, I started driving at like 4 p.m. It's 8 o'clock. And I just made like $400 already. What? Yeah, man, this shit was quick. Damn, 300 already. Damn, 250 already. Damn, that's quick. I would love if we did, but we'll never get to that point if people keep taking the shit rides, which means these words got to radiate out there. They've got to radiate. People have to understand that if we are to make moves in the rideshare industry as independent contractors, we've got to act like independent contractors and not like employees. To do that, it's going to cost some money, because any fight you're ever in, you got to buy weapons. Everything I'm loading up on this channel is weapons. I'm buying this. I'm getting this channel pumped up so we can radiate. The day this channel hits and it takes off how I think it's going to take off, we're going to be ready for the storm. I got 2 laptops. I got a big ass monitor right there. I got a big ass monitor behind me with podcasts on it. I got another monitor in the closet in there, not even ready. We ready to take off. I got this microphone. I got that microphone. We ready to take off. I got this camera. I got that camera. We ready to take off. So when everybody be like, dude, you got a lot of money invested into your channel. There's a lot of people that support this channel, that help this channel. And I appreciate y'all for that, because this shit that I couldn't do all on my own, not while paying for the roof over my head, just to make sure I can have somewhere to podcast, that I can have a truck to actually help with my private clients so I can pay for this shit. I finally started working on my swimming pool to where I got to start getting all that algae like killed for the summer so I can get in there and get it done. Pool's starting to look amazing now. Once that happens, we can have people come over, throw a big ass barbecue over here, park the cars wherever. We throw a big barbecue, have a fucking pool day. You ain't got a client. Today is barbecue, mic drop pool day. Fuck it. And we live stream from the fucking pool making barbecue. But that can only be happen with channel support. If I'm constantly in these streets all day trying to drive, I'm never online. I'm never trying to create ways to create unison between drivers so we can do events together, have things that we can do together, make money together. With Uber and Lyft, it was just a bunch of people with channels saying how they were much better than every other driver out there. So you should watch their channel because I'm the best driver. Watch my channel. Don't watch these other channels. They're trash. That's all they used to say all the time. Every channel was trash. This is the best channel. Don't watch nobody else. I was one of the first YouTubers to be like, listen, go watch every channel out there. And you weed through the shit and you'll know where you're making more money and how you're making more money and who to listen to. And I used to tell people, watch who you listen to. Because if you listen to the wrong person, you might end up in the same boat they're in. And you may not want to be in that boat. When I look at the boat that certain people are in, it tells me who to listen. If I see somebody living on the streets, barely making a car note, lapsing on a car insurance, phone always disconnected, got to get it up under somebody else's name, I'm not taking advice for them. I'm not taking advice from them. Because they can't even take advice from themselves. If they know so much successful shit, but all they got is an excuse for why they're not successful, I don't want to listen to them. There's something they're not doing right. So I look at who I want to listen to and I weed out that information. And I say, okay, I'm going to use a little bit of this. I'm going to use a little bit of that. And that's how I do it, man. What 52 and lost it all. Adjusting is so difficult. Looking at Dora and Dread driving. Any lap is greatly appreciated. They be throttling me. I need a vacation with barbecue. I'm telling you, Ben, man, we be out here doing it, brother. We be out here doing it. I know a house party would be sick. I don't know if it's going to be a major house party because my neighbors will freak out. They see that many cars. They're like, what the fuck? But man, have about 10 drivers show up, man. We all just kind of barbecue. We jump on a live stream. We trade business ideas and shit like that. And we do an event like that, every few months. Say, hey, man, it's nice out. It ain't too fucking crazy out here. Let's do a barbecue real quick. Everybody bring some meat. We throw some down on some barbecue or whatever. And when we done with it, whatever meat we can't eat or whatever barbecuing, we all make plates. And after we finish making plates, we throw them in the back of our truck and we drive over to Circle K and Quick Trip and we give it to all the homeless people. The homeless people, they got to eat too. So it's like we make all this barbecue. We got potato salad. We got plates, throw all that shit, wrap it all up with aluminum foil, throw it in the back of the trucks, go down Circle K. What's up, man? Hey, we got some plastic silverware. You guys hungry? Got a bottle of water, a couple of Sprites for y'all. Hey, we just give it to them. Fuck it. They're like, we ain't gonna eat all that shit. So we just go to Circle K. We go to Home Depot. We like, hey, man, here you go. Here's a plate. Here you go. Here's one for your dog. Hey, here's one for her. Everybody, just give everybody the food at Circle K. They can sit there and eat. That's a night they can have. We had a nice business meeting. We had a nice barbecue, a nice pool day. Whatever's left over, we just donate it to the homeless. The homeless right in front of us. We don't take it to a shelter. We see homeless motherfuckers right in front of us. We ain't blind. They right there. They hungry too. I don't got to go through no Red Cross. I ain't got to go through no thrift stores. No, I see a homeless dude right in front of me. You want to plate of food? Here's a plate. Here's some plastic silverware. Here's a cup. Go about your business. You ain't got to videotape that shit to make them feel embarrassed. You got to videotape yourself giving somebody food. That's embarrassing. Every time I donate or I do something in the streets when I'm out there, I'm always donating to people that I see and I meet on the streets. I buy dog treats for people's dogs on the streets. I don't videotape that shit because it's embarrassing. But you can do it every day. It don't take nothing. You can go buy this big ass box of dog treats. There's 2 bags in it. It's $9.97. It's 2 bags. That's 2 dogs you can feed for $5. And the treats are good. They're like bacon. So and some of them are like beef jerky stick. So all you do is you cruise over. You see somebody with a dog. Hey man, hey, I got a bag of dog treats for you. Oh man, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it, man. I know people don't even look out for the dogs, man. They never look out for the dogs. Here's a bag of dog treats. And they take it, Roger. Happy as a motherfucker. That's how you can take care of your community. And so when you guys are doing things for me, trust me, all this energy is radiated back out there. So I appreciate you guys are doing for me because there's a lot that I do in the community around me. And I let people know who I am. I am a driver. I am not a corporate executive. I'm not a ritzy person. I'm just a driver. So when you see drivers out there and people talk smack about drivers and what else you do, you can't just be a driver. Drivers are broke, this and that. Drivers take care of the community way more than what people think we do. And we all have an example of that, of what we've done. We've given somebody a free ride from point A to point B because we just knew they looked down and out. They might have had a stroller with a kid pushing it down a hot ass street. And we pull over. Hey, excuse me, how far you got to go? Because you can't be out here in the heat with that kid. How far you got to go? Oh, I'm just trying to get up here. This bus stop and this bus stop is going to take me down to Mesa. I'm headed to Mesa anyways. I'll just give you a ride to Mesa. Don't worry about it. Oh, for real? Shit, fold that stroller up. Sit in the back, sit with your kids. Shit, I'll get you to Mesa. Don't worry. You ain't going to wait on the bus. I'm going that way anyways. Every once in a while, we do stuff like that for people, man. Every once in a while. But as drivers, that's how we give back to our community. Not a lot of people like that left out there. But we're at the 3-hour mark right now. cranking the music back up a little bit. And hey, I got 2 private clients that I got to get out there and deal with. So I appreciate you guys rock with me on this live stream, man. It was very, very insightful. I had Bighorn Kev on, followed by my man PJ. That's Pax Jim. My man Jamil was on. And now what we got to do now is everybody, it's Friday night. Friday night, make sure you get out there. Get your business cards out there. If you don't got your business cards out there, invest in some. Invest in some. You got to invest in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We're showing you all the paths that we do. So go out there, invest in yourselves, man. Get it, get it. Yeah, I remember there was a small toy drop outside of Walmart. I ended up buying $50 worth of Christmas toys for the kids. Felt great. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And like I said, tonight, my 2 private rides tonight might only come out to be like $200. It depends on how much they tip or something like that. But sometimes, like, I tell my girl, Em, I was like, oh, I'll do it for 30. She'll give me 60. Oh, I'll do it for 20. She'll give me 40 every time. She's a great girl, cool girl. But that's what we got to do. It's Friday night. So I need everybody to get out there. Make sure you get that. Yeah, exactly. Get that money. I'm saying get the money out there. People are out there paying Uber $80, $90 for a ride to leave there. Man, charge these people $60, $70. Get your money. Don't be taking no $32 rides, no $24 rides. You know what these people paid. I mean, if they're going that far, paying $6 a mile, you know they already paid like $80, $90 for that ride. So you be like, hey, instead of me getting $1.50 a mile or $2 a mile, getting $32, and they sitting around getting, 70 out of the 32. Now, I'll tell you what we gonna do. I'll do it straight for you, $65. Oh, bet. And make sure, like I said, we got a new thing. Make sure you can get your clients' numbers. If you have a card to give to them, that's great. But you can always say, hey, well, I got you, whatever. Say, whenever I'm trying to give out specials on rides or whatever, whenever I'm in the area, if I'm driving or if I'm that day off, let me make sure I text you to let you know. And they go, oh, cool. Here's my number. What's your number? All right, 480, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. I'm going to give you a call right now. Yep, phone's ringing. All right, perfect, Trish. Appreciate that. I'll let you know, next Friday, if I'm working or whatever, if you guys need a ride, I'll text you and let you know. Oh, no problem. Be cool with asking if you can text somebody, because you can let them know if you're driving to save them money. You can let them know what area you're in. Let them know when you're able to do a concert or an event. A lot of people need to know that. So if we're not out there letting people know that's how we operate, we ain't gonna get the money. We're not gonna get the money. So, all right, y'all. Appreciate this live stream. 3 hours long. Man, it was a good live stream. Very great. Appreciate you guys all for the super chats. February the 28th. This was actually boycott day. 6:47. I got to run in here and shower real quick. I actually have to run to Walmart, so I can't boycott today. I actually need shit from Walmart. I got to run down there real quick, pick up a couple of things, shoot back, be at the airport by 9:40. I'm not 9:30 because 9:45 is when he's showing up. Be 9:30. Then hopefully, I don't know. Em, you better call me before that. Em. I don't know, because it's going to be pretty late. So, all right, Bosses Brasher, you guys be easy out there. Thank you again for joining the Mic Drop Barbecue. We got so much coming up. We got the big ride, the convoy coming up, 10 black SUVs tomorrow. Everybody's going to get money. I do want to do a live stream. Well, not a live stream, but a video from that to let you guys know how it go, because we need to make teams, and we need to show you that teams are possible. Teams are workable. Once we show you guys that, even if you're in your city, just let me know what city you're in. I'll see if I can patch up somebody else in that city. We're going to find how to formulate teams in different cities. And once that happens, we'll be moving people that fly in from us, like my doctors and all my people. We'll be making sure you have their numbers when they land in your city, because I don't want my people on Uber and Lyft. I want my people with somebody from the 300. So if I get numbers from the 300, be like, hey, Jeff, my friends are flying into Detroit. Or if my doctor's flying in from Detroit, I want somebody in Detroit. I want your phone number in Detroit so you can pick up my guy. It's like, man. So y'all say, Cotboy the apps. It's funny. That's funny. Y'all be easy out there. Once again, man, this is Jay Watts, the Mic Drop Barbecue, doing what it do Friday night. Make it feel all right. Shit.